Hi, why is there resource download? Why is there resource download? Hi, okay. Hello. Thank you for the information and for stuff. Cax. Um, Good to know that it's not an extremely long patch anymore. Thankfully. I need to settle down. Hi, Shan. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Why is nothing working? Is there... Where? Huh? Alerts? Hello? Why is alerts not... I haven't even changed my scene, gosh. No wonder. Okay. Hi! That was very typical of me to forget changing scenes. What happens? Wait. It's not a really extremely long patch. Thankfully, which is nice to know that I don't have to wait for days. Hi, Topaz.
Hey, are there any?
I have no idea.
Most
It's a storm here?
pay much attention to the plant life around
I am
them.
kind of jealous though.
Never
When
mind.
storm comes, it's cold. And like when it's
asters are a
snowstorm,
type
it's
of
really
plant
hot. And there's no storm here.
Scent.
And I do not
Barely
like
noticeable
that.
to
It's so hot around here.
The experts say.
Like,
Is someone really? I have
oh,
my
come
eyes
on.
you, Numby.
No gems? Oh, there's Dr. Ratio. Wonder what he's up to.
People who struggle with which are you?
Everything is covered in dirt. What the hell?
So,
Around
you're
your
part of the
place?
Genius
No.
Society.
Wait, it's like the
If
muddy
not
kind of like
them,
rain. That's
what
awful.
defines a fool is
No primo. No jades. How disappointing. How disappointing. Okay, so have I done all the dailies? I have. So that means I can just continue on with the quest today, which is nice. Anyone around here? No one. We get no gems, I guess. Oh, we have the sociopath. Hi.
I'm curious about the Express's trajectory. Will it pass by the place I call home? However, after being...
Nope. Okay. Well, we'll just do the quest then. Papyrus. You need to confirm. Okay. Let us continue on with the quest. Mommy? Well, another mommy character. I see. We have mommy number 1. We have mommy number 2. Who else do you want to see? Her name is Ron May. She is a biologist, a genius. And she basically tackles in the world of like biology. Obviously, she's a biologist. So yeah. She is also kind of inhumane in the way she does things. So yeah. She's a pretty cool character though, so I get so I get why you would like her. She's a very good unit also. She's free. So if you ever decide to come and play with come and play the game, she's free as of the moment. I don't think this is a very good team. However, where's the team building one? She's perfect then? Yeah, she's currently free. I don't... for immersion's sake, should I? Like, for immersion... I should... Whatever. For immersion... Free? Yeah, currently. As of the moment. Not this one, is it? This one. Where is it? Wait. The store. Where is the store? Store is right here. Technically, she's free. Where is the store? Up there. Where is it? Where is it? Here. So you get one stellar convergence. You get these. These stuff, right? You get once of these every patch-ish, and then you can redeem it for any one of these characters. Which I haven't redeemed it because I don't know who else is gonna be here. I have everyone as of the moment, and I don't really think I need anyone. So, you know. For how long? Considering this, I think forever. It's just like a matter of how much of these you have. That's nice. She's also pretty, like, unsurprisingly, she's also pretty good. A pretty good unit. A pretty great support. Luocha, arguable. Like, depend on the unit you have, but, like, he's pretty good. Himiko is good. Bronya is good. And all this other stuff. It is nice, though. I agree. I think I'm gonna buy the battle pass soon because I want the Anaxa profile picture. It's me buying the battle pass is definitely dependent on like what unit are in, what is it called? What units are on the profile picture thingy at the moment. Yo, I never realized that Dan Heng had the black thingy when he attacks. Jump. And jump now. Okay. Oh gosh. Where are we going? Can we even teleport there? Can we teleport there? Oh, over here. Okay, let us continue. Black monsters are twisted in form, and their life has turned to ash together with their souls. It's impossible to figure out their form when they were still alive. These are the remains of a black-tide monster. It does look different from the Titankin from up close. What's that underneath it? A scroll? Not going to classes today because of the storm. Oh! So, excuses to not go to classes. The storm. I mean, you know, as long as you're, what is it called? You know, when like in a year you have a couple of times that you can like not go to the classes. Yeah. Is Dan also not voiced because of the VA thing? Yeah, he's also not voiced because of the strike thingy. Himiko, Kafka, Blade, a lot of people. Which, like, you know, I would like to hear them voiced, but I understand why. I remember those days when I was still in college, and when I did not want to go to classes, I would just, you know, search up how many days left I have for, like, absence, and I would just not go to classes. And, like, I would just say, tell my mom, "Mom, I'm sick. I'm not going to class." But I'm not sick. Yeah, that's me. Oh, what is this? A recorded debate between venerationist and noose-porist scholars. Wait, noose isn't it the Aeon? Most of it is illegible, leaving only fragments of dialogue. Venerationist scholar. We recall that state that dared touch the sky, but what were they really? Just blind masses manipulated by ambitious politicians who dare challenge the Titan's authority. A completely meaningless attempt, an absolute mistake. You venerationists have bowed to the Titans for so long, you've forgotten the scholar's true purpose. Making a mistake does not mean the act was meaningless. Even those students new to the Grove understand this from basic logic reasons. An entire city-state reduced to ashes proved the skyship's construction was a mistake. To me, that's precisely the meaning they achieved through sacrifice. Am I hearing this right? Such a statement. Are you converting to venerationism? No, I'm simply examining the matter from another perspective. Okay. Most Kafka voice was so Honestly, most of the time classes are a waste of time anyway. That is fair. But also, you should still go to classes. I'm one of those people who dislike like the schools and the education system, but like, you should still go. As I expected, the Grove doesn't forbid discussions about the sky. It's a debate between two scholars about the skyship. Aglaya also made mention of the ships when she interrogated us, a memory I'd rather forget. I'll hold on to this for now. With any luck, this journey won't leave us empty-handed. Okay. Next. Let's go to the next one. Oh, there are still enemies around here. That Hyacinth? Why is she surrounded by so many monsters? As much faith as I have in her, it's probably a good idea to help her out here.
Really now? This is way more trouble than I could have asked for.
Need a hand?
Or you could sit back and watch.
I can't tell if you're serious or not. But being hard to read isn't without its perk, I suppose.
I'm kidding, Danny.
Danny.
Lend me a hand, pretty please.
Danny Dan. I had like
All right,
70%
now let's
attendance
get 'em.
test last semester and I got a 9.6 GPA anyway. Nice. Barbara's still here? I mean, she's gonna be around till like the end, I guess. I mean, like, as long as you're doing good in school, I think slacking off once in a while is completely fine. I'm one of those people who are just like, yeah, I don't like school. I am openly hating school, but like, doesn't mean that you shouldn't go to school. It's like, me going to school, I hate it, but I will go. Even though I hate it, I will go. But yeah. My sister, on the other hand, she loves school. I do not understand why, but she loves school. Danheng is completely useless here. You are so useless, dude. You do not deal any damage either. You're so not useful.
Curious, endless riddles.
It'd be nice if we can like
Open sesame.
play with Hyacinth.
Glimpse the unknown. Me. Never seen perfection before? Expand your thinking.
Ow.
Watch your head. The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it off.
Yeah, Aventurine's doing more damage than you are. Look at that, 10k.
No dirty
10k on his basic attack, and he's preservation character. Let's see how much you do, yeah? Let's see how much you do on your skill. 7k.
Open
Sad.
No dirty. Watch your head.
That is very sad. This place is practically in ruins. What happened? There shouldn't be this many monsters here.
The Black Tide is remarkably quick to detect the light of Amphoreus.
Your sister's actually a
I-
freak who likes the
Or
education
rather,
system.
The blessings of the
I don't
sky
think she likes the
precede
education system.
me.
I
Might
think she
have
just likes
unknowingly
going to
called
school.
them to me.
Like the idea of going to school, like she likes that. She's like one of the people who like will protest about the system. One of the very first people who will protest about the system, but I think she just likes the idea of going there. Like meeting friends and like learning and like doing projects and stuff. I think she likes that part, not necessarily the system itself. Is she in college or in school? She is currently in college, but she also likes school. Like, I don't get it. Why is it so... Why is my bottle, like, leaking water? See? Same, I don't get it.
Anyway,
Like,
never mind that for now.
I'm like the person who hates school so
You
much.
might want to have a look
The
at
point
this.
where I will
I
not
found
go
it
to
around
school.
here and thought it might be of interest.
But people are different, I guess. Some people have good experiences in school. I don't. What is this? Well then, enlighten me. What exactly do you mean by examining from another perspective? Simple. You see, when we stand normally, the sky is above. When we stand on our heads, it's below our feet. What? I don't even want to know what kind of situation inspired you to make such exalted theories. By the way, I have a student who loves to write satirical comedies and once wrote about a fool who could not figure out a question no matter what. As I said, there's no reasoning with you Venerationists. You're like Dromuses, huge, yet always gazing... Is this the Naxa? Huge, yet always gazing downward at Earth, while I want to be the wasp that stings the Dromus. What if that state's tyrant's defeat simply proved that among all paths to Aquila, the skyship was the wrong one? Right, it is Anaxagoras. Anaxagoras, you impious blasphemer, mark my words, you will eventually answer for your sacrilege. I doubt your students or that young teaching assistant girl have any idea what secret research you're truly conducting. Thought so. I thought it was Anaxagoras. Anaxagoras. He's a scholar who fused himself with the core flame of reason.
This is new. I didn't know Professor Anaxa was researching the sky. He's never mentioned anything about it.
Of course he hasn't. It's a secret research, I guess. Finon said Anaxa might be opposed to the flame chase journey.
Might is an understatement.
An understatement.
Anaxa has never been one to venerate the gods, nor has he ever found it within himself to put any faith in the prophecy. People have come to think of him as a heretic, even in a place as liberal as the Grove. Yet, it is also this very blasphemer that Circe's favors. Fate sure works in mysterious ways.
I guess it's because Circe's has like, it's kind of like, what is it called? A challenge. I picked up a scroll on my way here too. It looks like it may be related to the one you're holding.
Oh, let me have a look.
Oh, it's apparently a dust storm. I had no idea that was even a thing. Dust storm? I had no idea that was even a thing too. What the hell? Hyacinth combines both records together.
By the looks of them, these scrolls are records of two conversations that took place in the same setting, one after the other.
There's still much I don't know about the Grove. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Go ahead.
Okay. Who are the
The
Venerationists?
Grove of Epiphany is home to 7 schools of thought. While all 7 schools are founded on the ideologies of Thalesis, the first scholar, each is unique in its own way. Among them, the Venerationists revere and worship the Titans the most. As the sage of the Venerationists, Euthyphro has always been at loggerheads with Anaxa.
Okay.
If we were to place the 7 sages on the scales of Talanton, Anaxa and Euthyphro would be placed on opposite sides to achieve balance.
A very illustrative explanation. Thank you. Was it a mistake to build the skyships?
Nearly everyone in Amphoreus has heard the story of the skyships by now. Aquila's stature is loftier than the heavens, and their divine retribution is merciless. That's why it's no use building giant skyfaring ships. Oh, but I do wonder if a supercharged mini Treaty cannon could slip past their watch.
What the? Okay. That was a joke, right? What is Anaxa's field of
These
study?
forests primarily study the application of alchemy in soul repair.
Oh.
Everyone considers Anaxa a blasphemer, but that has never stopped him from sharing his ideas, no matter how taboo. If you must say that he's hiding something, then it's likely what lies beneath his eye patch.
She's talking like she's at the verge of falling asleep. I mean, she's technically a doctor, right? She might be overworked. Who knows? So like, yeah. I don't have any more questions.
Anaxa often says that every failure brings us one step closer to the truth. Perhaps, to him, the crash of the skyship carries a different interpretation. The firmament is not impenetrable. On the contrary, it was precisely because the skyship represented the first step toward breaking free from the shackles of the Earth that it provoked the wrath of the Sky Titan and brought divine punishment upon itself. It's a shame that the majority of the Grove's research on Aquila was headed by the Venerationists, with sacrificial rituals making up a predominant part of their findings. Discourse about more esoteric subject matters in relation to Aquila dwindled even further after the skyship incident. So much so that
Oh,
even the scroll is complete.
don't worry about it. We'll just collect everything we can find on the Titans for now. There's something else that's caught my attention though. This says that Anaxa is conducting secret experiments of some sort.
That's what I'd like to know.
Hello, hi Ryu. Hi,
Are
welcome,
these
welcome.
experiments he's involved in? Even I, the assistant lecturer, know next to nothing about them. I have a bad feeling about this. Could there be more to what happened at the Grove?
Done? Right, let's change this guy to like... I think I have a much better build down him than this one. Even though he's still bad. There we go.
This is the Library of Philia, the place where the Grove stores its collection of tomes.
Okay.
Other than books written by the 7 schools, you can also find philosophical texts, ballads, and religious writings from the Outlands here. Cities that desire to learn from the Grove were apparently expected to contribute knowledge of equal value to what they sought. We've had more than our fair share of hilarious episodes over the years. For instance, it's said that the Erythrocheramists once borrowed a manuscript from a certain author, but ended up returning a copy instead of the original. What's more, the original manuscript was supposedly then hidden here.
That doesn't seem like a nice thing to do.
Nice? No need to hold yourself back, Danny. You can just tell it like it is. Their behavior was no different from bandits.
Well, if you don't mind, did the Grove ever rob Castum Kremnos?
Whew, you've got me there. Some said you couldn't even find a dictionary in Castrum Kremnos, so I guess they were spared. There are too many books in the Library of Philia. Flipping through them all will take too long. Why don't we use the Biblioslate?
Wait, what? You couldn't even find a dictionary in Castum Kremnos, so I guess they were spared. But Mighty has a library. I guess they don't know what Castum
We can bring
Kremnos
them back to Occam
is
if
like,
we need to.
actually. Agreed. This place isn't safe. We should leave soon as we're done. There are still several more scrolls strewn all over the place. I'll gather them while you pull up those texts. This way, nothing will be overlooked. Okay. Where do we go? Okay, over here. Wrong button. These are complaint letters from the scholars about Anaxagoras the Blasphemer. There's a thick stack of letters. Based on the dust accumulated and the perfectly intact seals, the complainee did not even bother opening them and just chucked them aside into a corner. I guess too many people complains about Anaxagoras to the point where they're just like, whatever. This is about Anaxa? I should read this. Hyacinth, you should come have a look too.
Ugh, it's so dusty in here. Whoa. Are these all complaints about him? I can already see what they must have written. Anaxa has no respect for the gods. His very existence undermines order in our society. They're probably all things like that.
Does Anaxa hold that much influence?
Why else would they call him the Great Performer? When Anaxa established his school of thought, the first thing he apparently did was read his own work to everyone.
Okay.
Are the Titans truly an accurate reflection of what humans think gods should be? Worlds created by gods are indubitably perfect, but what of Amphoreus? Only foolishness and insensitivity everywhere you turn.
Okay. An uncanny impersonation. What happened after?
They marched him straight to the seat of judgment before he could finish.
Oh my gosh.
Though what he took on in the end was more of a debate than an actual trial. He had to address every one of the scholar's allegations, or face expulsion from the grove. The first allegation was... Do you agree that since the Titans created the heavens and earth, so the mountains, rivers, and seas must likewise be their creations?
Am I supposed to put myself in Anaxa's shoes and answer that? As told in the myths, the seas, the skies, and the earth are all, beyond the shadow of a doubt, creations of the Titans.
Anaxa would have probably been spared a lot of trouble if he had answered this way. Instead, he quoted past instances of the flame chase journey and posited that humans have the potential to take over the divinity of Titans. Needless to say, his critics didn't take kindly to his answer.
So instead of saying yes, it's true, he said, well, you see, in the flame chase journey, the gods are humans. So, therefore, no.
You claim to be studying souls, yet you are, in fact, defiling them and committing acts condemned by the gods. Do you admit it?
He says yes. That's a serious allegation. Did he really do that?
Anaxa always wears an eye patch, never removing it, even when alone. Some say he used one of his eyes as an alchemical ingredient.
Which is
Every
probably
being
true.
in the world owes their safekeeping to Kifili, and this is even more so for the Chrysos heirs who have divine blood coursing through them. If he has really done something of that nature, then it'd indeed be sacrilegious.
I mean,
Thankfully, they had no way to prove it, so it amounted to nothing more than an allegation in the end. One by one, Anaxa engaged in wars of words against those who would challenge him. Toward the end, a scholar asked him, Anaxagoras, have you any respect for the gods? It was only after a brief silence that he answered, I have never denied that Titans are meant to be noble constructs.
what he didn't say, that the Titans are not noble, rings louder in this case.
Yes. I'm not sure how that controversy was eventually resolved. But what's for certain, at least, is that Anaxa was allowed to stay in the grove where he continued his research.
That is impressive, though.
Despite being regarded as a heretic. By the way, this stack of complaint letters has reminded me of a place in the grove. We may find clues there that aren't on the teleslate. I'm talking about Anaxa's alchemy lab, hidden between the cornerstones.
Given the Grove's meticulous approach to archiving, could there really be such an oversight right under their noses?
It's a well-kept secret. Among the 7 sages, excluding the nominal chief sage, each has a private sanctuary where they can conduct research undisturbed in their free time. Even the administrators of the Library of Philia are restricted from accessing those places and documenting the sage's research. But
So it really is secret.
with the grove in this state, I'm sure Anaxa won't be mad even if we
I'm
sneak
sure
into
he
the
won't
lab
be
for a
mad. He gets
short
mad
while,
in the end.
right?
Okay, let's go. What the? Okay. Oi! Let me in! Let me ride. Here you go. Ascend. Go up. It's so slow. So very slow. Come on. Let me out now. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let go. It's around here?
This is the place, but where is everything? Materials for alchemical experiments, matrix diagrams, and even the seals of...
No wonder we didn't see any defense mechanisms along the way. Have you ever been here before?
No, not even close. Not only are alchemy experiments high-risk activities, but Professor Anaxa also has a penchant for using bizarre materials. Students often saw him walk in looking right as rain, but come out covered in soap with his
Dude,
hair
okay.
singed. Naturally, no one
They're all
dared
scared they're
come
gonna
near this
burn
place.
and like explode.
That bookshelf over there seems to be the only thing.
Maybe it's actually hidden, you know? You never know. Okay, I've already done that one then. These are materials requested by Anaxagoras. Documents from various fields have been compiled in one place, including Titan creations, the universality of the soul, alchemy doctrine, and so on. Most of the materials look to be within the research domain of the Newsporus schools of thought. However, a document titled A Study on the Crisis Heir's Background is mixed within. Huh? These appear to be quick notes examining the background of Crisis Heirs. The Holy Maiden of Yanisopolis, Tribi, Trian, and Trinan, descendants of the Holy Maiden from the Temple of the Three Fates. Goldweaver Aglaya of Akama, from the Nestia priestly family. The Prince of Castum Kremnos, Hyacinth of the Twilight Courtyard. All of their ancestry have varying degrees of connection to the Divine Titans or the Divine Authorities. Does the golden blood come from the heritage of priest families or royal bloodlines? Anaxagoras, I myself show no such connections. Carefully the creator. What criteria did they use to create the golden blood, to shape the Crisis heirs? Yet Castorus, the servant of death from Idonia, her lineage is neither Titan priest nor demigod, but she has walked the earth for at least a millennium with the power to grant death to humans. Where did this power come from? Another text speak of the dragon legends of Styxia. The alchemical extraction of soul ripped from dragon corpses is intriguing. Dragons appear to be the Titan's creations. Perhaps there's a way to reverse the process, using alchemy to refuse human souls with Titan's creations, increasing the purity and divinity of golden blood towards the absolute. This theory must be tested. Experiments to be arranged.
What's going on?
Huh.
NASA is conducting research on our friends in Akama and... me?
This journal contains several intriguing points. The creation of Titans. From the Abyss of Fate to Castum Kremnos, I've seen many a Titan creation during my time in Amphoreus. Life forms created by Circes can also be found in the grove. But fusing them with human souls through alchemical means, I can't even begin to imagine. Anaxa seems to hold special interest in divinity coursing through the Crisis Heir's fame, and has even conducted a thorough investigation into the heroes' backgrounds.
It wouldn't have been so strange if he had focused only on Cassie, given her own curiosity about her origins. Plus, considering that the Newsporists have crafted omnipotent medicines capable of curing diseases, it also makes sense that he would conduct research on immortal Chrysos heirs. But now, it seems Anaxa's objective was never to create medicine, but to identify the origin of the golden blood and figure out its inner workings.
Huh. Through alchemy, Anaxa aims to refine the golden blood in the Crisis heirs to a degree of purity equal to divinity. Must be what he means by close to purity. But treating both Titan's creation and the human body as materials to be used in alchemy experiments, rather extreme. Huh? Wait, what? Okay. Up.
Danny, look at this. I have a bad feeling about this.
The previous approach has flaws. Fusing human souls with Titan creation does not purify golden blood. What? Fusing human souls with Titan creation does not purify golden blood. Even pure Titan creation are contaminants to the Crisis Heir's golden blood. Soul fusion between humans and creations merely repair impurities of the soul or maintain a connection to dying souls. While creation myths tell us that the Crisis Heirs and other creations were all made by Titans, their nature differs fundamentally. The Titans' creation are no intermediate products of an alchemical process, and the Crisis Heirs are closer to the Titans than the creations. In other words, I should not have considered Titan creations equal to Crisis Heirs. The hypothesis I should focus on is one towards the Titans themselves. Such rare chances to study Titans demand a meticulous selection of research subjects. Living Titans prove impossible to restrain, and dead Titans offer no insight worth pursuing. But dying Titans, they are the perfect research subjects. Only by understanding the fundamentals of creation can we ensure perfection at the moment of everything's birth. Through my own hands, I will melt a Titan and reach the true essence of the soul. What the heck?
His fear. It's come true. After going through his notes, I think I can piece it all together now.
Which is?
Anaxa was carrying out experiments on soul transmutation.
Huh? Okay. Do you mean he's trying to reconstruct human souls alchemically? That? Huh, okay.
Yes, this is what he was secretly conducting research on. Something he had to keep hidden from others. Compared to his public speeches, this is the real blasphemy.
Hey, that is
Oh, I just thought of something.
insane. What's wrong?
Do you remember when the Black Tide was approaching? The Grove had planned to send Cersei's core flame to a safe place. But an accident happened along the way, and Anaxa lost his life in the process.
Hold on. I have something that I need to address here. Please don't work. Okay, we're done. Okay, move back. Do you remember when the Black Tide was approaching, the Grove had planned to send Cersei's core flame to a safe place, but an accident, and Anaxa lost his life. Wait, what? Faye, do you know fully blind people don't see anything, not even darkness or a black screen? They just see nothing, whatever that means. This bug is fucking you up. Wait, what? Blind people don't fully blind people don't see anything, not even dark. They just see nothing. How do you see nothing? What? How do you like not see? Because like when you close your eyes, everything is black, so like you still see. But huh? Okay. This fact is fucking me up exactly the same way it is fucking you up. I guess, I mean, you can't... The definition is like, if you can't see anything, you're technically seeing nothing. What is nothing like? Okay. Thinking... You know, thinking about that and also this quest is like making my brain go overload. So like, I don't know, man. Anaxa lost his life in the process, but an accident happened along the way. Anaxa is conducting his own research during the crisis, but Cersei took over his body and resurrected him, which led to the situation we're in now.
That's right. But what if Professor Anax's
Yeah.
fusion with the
What
core flame
if
of reason
it's not an
wasn't
accident?
An accident?
What if it's part of his plan? What do you
Put
mean?
yourself in his shoes, knowing that the black tide was closing in and your time was running
Like, if
out.
you are deaf, you just don't
What
have that
would you
sense.
have done?
Yeah. Like, if you don't have that sense, you're technically not sensing anything. Like, if you're blind, you're not seeing anything. If you're deaf, you're not hearing anything, and so on and so forth. You just don't see anything. Yeah, that yeah, that fact is fucking me up very much. Wait, what? What would you have done? I'd put my theories to the test, no matter the cost.
Exactly. When the black tide came, the true reason Anaxa headed to the luminary throne was to transmute and fuse himself with the Titan's core flame.
Did he succeed?
No. Judging from how he reacted after the event, the results came as a surprise. Maybe he failed to consider the possibility that Cersei would make a similar decision. The manuscripts detailing all the alchemical formulae have been taken away. His research is still ongoing.
Could he have taken them for other purposes?
Like, what? There's only one Titan left in the world now.
Carefully.
No. No way.
To convince an entity of perfection, one must first understand the principle of creation. If Anaxa is an Akama now, that means...
He's after Kefali.
Yes, he's after Kefli. My brain is hurting thinking about it. My brain is already hurting just not thinking about it. Hi, hello, hail the rage. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream.
Sir, this sky above us, it's not real, is it?
Of course not. This is just an image from a projection device
So-
used for educational purposes.
But like, why
a simple
is
trick.
he after, like... Huh? What is he gonna do with Kefali?
The day-night cycle has been lost to this world. So that students like you may still learn about the night sky, astronomers have harnessed the Titan's miraculous
3.2
power
questing, I
to
see. Are you
manipulate
going
the
for
light,
Kaz, Anaxa, or both?
projecting the nights
I'm
of the
going for
past
Anaxa.
here.
I regret to say that I am going all in for Anaxa. For my Sue variant. I'd like to have him. What is this? Projecting the nights of the past. Which is like really sad because Caster's damage is insane and I would love to have her dragon, but I'm saving up all my wishes for Anaxa and his
Much
light gown,
like how
and
the
preferably
sky above
his
the holy city
Eidolons
is
if I
also
have enough.
illuminated by Kefali's dawn device.
The husbando train, I see. Yes, the husbando train. I am very much on the husbando train. Every single patch. The holy city is also illuminated by...
So, the skies of Akama are fake too.
You mustn't conclude that, Anaxa. You should know that only a child would expose a trick and be proud of it.
Expose... What? Huh.
Often people know more than they let on. They simply choose to
I
feign
expected.
ignorance
I think the
because
last
they
two
have
husbando
no
I
other
obtained with
choice.
Sunday. Ah, yeah. So, the story of how I pulled for Sunday is because I heard he was good for Jing Yuan, so I pulled him. But honestly, though, Sunday was great. Like, the unit was great. I don't like him, though. He's very sus. I don't know
And they're
why,
just deluding
but I always
themselves.
feel like he's sus.
People believe in Kefali's tale of Genesis.
I understand
accepting
why people
wholesale
like him
whatever
so
the
much,
priests
though.
Preach. But we're different. We've
The last
already walked
husbando,
out
quote
the
unquote
fiery cave
husbando.
of
Honestly, I
ignorance.
don't really see him as husbando. I just like his character. The last one I pulled for was, I think it was Aventurine. But as I've said before, I don't really see him as husbando material. He's just a character that I like. You see, understand as an imposter. You see Sunday as an imposter, understandable. Yeah, Amok. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like the vibe that he gives is kind of like sus, you know? Like, I get why and how he becomes that way. But yeah, I pull for him for the meta more than anything. Same. I'm not I'm not a huge Sunday fan, but like the meta when he came out, he was like the meta. So I was like, sure, I'll pull for him. And then when like Anaxa was like announced, I stopped pulling for anyone and I just waited. Like, yeah. What is this? Deluding themselves, people believe in Kepali's tales of Genesis, accepting wholesale whatever the priests preach. But we're different. We've already walked out of the firelight. What the heck? Often, they simply chose to feign ignorance because they have no other choice. I got him to be a toy for Aglaia to throw around, to be honest. I got him for the general to toy around too. Because I didn't want to pull for Aglaia because I wanted the Herda, right? She's an amazing unit and also she's very mommy. So I didn't pull for Aglaia, but I heard that he was good. Sunday was good for Jingyuan, for our general, so I just pulled because, you know, it's not... I have nothing to lose anyway. At that point, Sunday seems very throwable, to be honest. Sunday seems like the kind of guy where if the wind blows the wrong way, he will break into two. Like a twig, you know? So, like, very throwable indeed.
We have already realized that we live in a world where Titans make the rules. Even when we look at the sky, we're only seeing what they allow us to see. Rather than gazing at this mockery of a night sky fabricated by them for the rest of my life, why shouldn't I be the one to take control of the projection device instead?
What? Gazing, okay.
So much time has passed since you sowed the seeds of doubt
I
in
myself
my
have
heart,
pulled for
child.
casters over the past 2 days.
Many a
Well
night,
then, I am
find
quite
myself
jealous
penning
of your
down
ability
all my
to clear
fears and
MOC12
wild
without a
ideas,
problem.
only to burn
I
them
dislike
to
the fact
ashes
that...
when I open my eyes
What is
in
it called? The
day.
Flame Reaver does so much damage, it's basically impossible for you to tank any of it. And then like, but if you have Castress, it won't be a huge problem. Or if you have like Mighty, it won't be a problem. Like, yeah, no, it's kind of annoying. But honestly though, Castress and her dragon is very cool. I will get her on her rerun. Probably. I was able to get her E2 with Light Cone, thankfully. The Aeon of Gacha luck blessed me. No, okay, I am so jealous of that one. How many wishes? How many wishes, Hail the Rage? Mighty, I will stop. This is why you are called a simp and a gooner in this community, in this stream. Because every time this like someone hot comes around, you're just like awooga. But fair enough though, Mighty is pretty hot. Although he's not in this quest, probably. The Eon of Gacha. Aventurine has blessed you. I mean, I hope I get good luck when I pull for Anaxa. Because apparently, after getting Aventurine, all my pulls have been blessed. Surprisingly and amazingly. Within 200 total, light cones and eidolons included. That's insane. Wait, so like E2, that means like 70 times 3, usually 2 and 201. That's even if like you win everything, it usually would like take, if you're like unlucky or like mid luck, like 210 wishes. If like light cone, that means like 60, so like 270-ish wishes. If you got like 200, around 200, like low 200, that's like a lot of, like a win. I don't even play the game. I keep catching strikes. Listen, every time you see a hot character, you're like, haha, who's that? Haha, mommy. Haha, awooga. Like, that's what you do. So, like, you can't blame me. Even though you don't play the game.
Why?
But, like,
Because
fair
we'll
enough,
face
though.
death by
74 on
burning if
first,
word
42
gets
on
out.
second. Insane. Oh gosh, I wish I have. I'm praying for all the gacha gods to give me good luck when the time comes around, because like heck, I would love. What this? Sow the seeds of doubt in my heart. Many a night I find myself penning down all the theories in Mada. They want to burn them to ashes when I open my eyes the next day.
As a sage of the Venerationists, my soul has already become inextricably linked to the great tree.
Thanks for the follow.
Every word
Feel the
I say
rage.
and
Thank you so
every
much.
move I make is certain to influence every leaf, every branch, even the tree itself. But above all else, my days are numbered. Instinctively, I have my doubts about the golden blood and the human soul, yet I have no means of verifying them. The golden blood in my veins is woefully thin, and I am loath to waste what little time I have left obsessing over a hypothesis that cannot
Her
even be
E2,
proven
netting
in
to
the
say the
first
least.
place.
Are you trying to get me on the Caster's bandwagon? Because I am very much almost there.
But I can, sir. I can do it for us. The time is right. Give me all that I need, and I shall accomplish this grand feat on your behalf.
You're right. I shall do just that. In the next meeting of the sages, I will spare no efforts fighting for the rights you deserve.
Okay.
Go. Establish your own school of thought.
Oh.
Find out what we are. Become the one who conquers the ultimate truths of the world.
Child of humanity, you didn't go to such lengths for an audience with Kefali.
Well, I'm not saying you should.
Just ask him a
You
few
should.
questions.
I mean, you should.
Did you?
I'm not saying that you should get her, but you should. I'm like, but Anaxa, my Sue variant, this guy, this annoying scholar that hates everyone. You see, the guy who, what is it called? Places all the weaknesses on all the enemies. Which, Silver Wolf, power creep guy, like, come on.
So, you figured it out. If I were as foolish as Adromus, perhaps I'd throw myself down and prostrate before their greatness, begging for the gods' prophetic wisdom. Well, sorry to disappoint, but I'm no Dromus.
Before such power, does it make any difference whether you're a human or a Dromus?
I'm sure you're familiar with the story of the Styxians.
Oh, that's a
When the
really
raging
cool
waves
place.
threatened to swallow them, they didn't just give up and become sitting ducks. No. They constructed a dam that kept the roaring tide at bay, chaining down the mad Fagusa. They call me a blasphemer, Circes. But that doesn't mean I deny the existence of gods. As I see it, Titans are simply a force that mankind has yet to find a way to tame.
A, he's way hotter than Castorus. You made the right choice. But Castorus is OP. Look at our E1 and E2 and let me know what you think if you want. Then you'll see why I did it. I shall do that
This
after
power that
this
rivals the Titans
scene is
what you
done.
crave. Why not conform to the prophecy and brave the trial?
Why stop at harnessing the power of the Titans when I can do
So
so
technically,
much
he's
more?
not saying that the flame chase journey is futile. He's not saying no, but he's saying, "Hey, I can do more than bear the core flame. I can fuse myself
the
with a
source of
titan."
life is what I wish to grasp, to understand
I'm
what
just
makes
saying,
up
my
the
cat
soul,
is scary to say
and
the
to
least.
learn
I
what we
mean,
really are.
I'm not saying that she isn't. She's scary on E0, so like, you're right. Okay.
Thanks to you, I've had the chance to personally verify, in more ways than one, that the soul indeed ceases to exist in death. But where there is death, there is life. And where there is an end, there must also be a beginning. How then is a soul born? That was the only unknown variable left in my calculations.
And by the sound of it, you have already formed a conjecture.
No, I have already
Why
drawn
am I
a
hungry?
conclusion. In my journey unto death just now, I finally saw the answer with my own eyes.
Professor Anaxa.
And normally I would scream mommy from the rooftops for a character as pretty as Cass, but like, I want to give her head pats and cuddles, poor thing. If you touch her, you will die. So I will give her virtual head pats and cuddles from like 3 meters away. But yeah, she is such a precious soul though.
I'm here. His life hangs by a thread. I must ask you to refrain from taking any unnecessary steps.
Of course. I'll bring this to a conclusive end and give you the answer
Worth
you so
it.
desire.
To die after giving her head pats and cuddles. It was worth it.
However, in accordance with the principle
I mean, fair
of
enough, though.
equivalent exchange, I must also demand from you what I need.
As you wish.
Don't you care to know what the price might be?
I am willing to offer everything.
It's a matter of uncovering the truth about the Death Titan and his survival. This may be the only time I can ever save someone's life.
No,
There is
Casterus.
no need for me to think twice.
No, girl, go. No, that's so
I
sad.
see. In that case, let the show begin.
You gonna perform something, dude?
Indulge me. Am I correct to say that you intend to prove Thanatos' whereabouts and prove the nature of our existence now?
Before I begin,
Oh,
I must
come on.
confess
Stop
I have been
yapping
stuck
and
in a
just do
cognitive
something.
trap
Come
all
on.
this time. As unrelated as these two propositions may seem at first glance, they are in fact logical equivalents. They are merely two different
Hearing
ways
them all
of
in
telling
English
us
is weird
about
to me.
what the
Do you
soul
play in
is at
Japanese
its
or
core.
Chinese or Korean? Or like which one? Because I heard a lot of people do not play in the English. And then there's me who just constantly does that in English. Because back when I was still playing alone, I would do stuff as the story quest is running. So like I'm just way too used to hearing them in English. I do in fact play in JP. I see. The JP, it's been a while since I played the JP one. But, you know, I would like to... I used... Because like the quest usually is like around 6 hours and I would usually play it at work. And I would like play it and then I would do something else. So yeah. It's for the sake of me not having to read.
The reason
Including
I say
right now.
this is as I've mentioned earlier. The answer was hidden in my journey unto death.
Oh my gosh. Naxa is literally just a professional yapper. He's just like he talks so much and I don't dislike it, but like dude, hurry up.
Anaxa, you were in the Netherrealm?
Yes, I am but a living dead man now. But that's not important. What truly matters is, I overheard a conversation between heroes.
Holy, his Ing VA is the MC from one of my favorite animes. Stephen Fu? Which anime? Because I know that Stephen Fu voices Wise also. It's Stephen Fu, right? It's Stephen Fu. Anaxagoras. Yeah, Stephen Fu. Yeah, he's also the English VA from ZZZ. Yes, he is. He is the English VA from ZZZ. Okay, hold on. Something's wrong. Workspace. I'll take care of that later. I'm streaming right now. And it's Rascal does not dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. Rascal does not dream of Bunny Girl. Oh, yeah, Steven, he's a pretty good VA, honestly.
That's not all.
I didn't realize this was
you were
also
a part
Wise
of
from
that
ZZZ.
conversation too,
Yeah,
Circe?
I love that anime from the bottom of my heart. Okay. I have to watch that. I have to watch a lot of anime. Like, it's been, you know, working lady does not have time to watch anime. Now I do. So, like, yeah. Did you see they added Sabrina Carpenter on Fort? What the heck? It's not, funny part is it's not fan service by at all. Wait, really? It's an actual good anime? No way. What is it called? Sabrina Carpenter Fort. No way! They actually added her skin on Fortnite? That anime made me cry multiple times? Does not dream of Bunny Girls and... Okay. Let me put that in right there on to watch list right away. Is it actually like good though? What is it about? I heard about it, but like I've never really watched it.
And I've told you that I have no recollection of such an event. That was likely just...
You were a part of that. Oh.
Just an illusion conjured up by the mind of a dying man.
Because that wasn't you. That was Calypso, one of the 7 sages of the Grove.
Oh.
Calypso.
Huh? Oh, that's the name I made up on a whim when speaking to this girl. How do you know of it? And surely you jest. Don't you think I, of all people, would know if that were the name of one of the 7 sages under the shade of my tree? Don't you claim to know the Grove's past like the back of your hand?
It seems you've lost even the memories seared into your soul. Use your head, Circe. Since all of this took place in the realm of the dead, it stands to reason their likenesses are of souls from the past. The living cannot step foot into that world, so who could they be? Think about Calypso. Why does she share your likeness? Yet you have no idea who she is.
Yeah.
The answer is evident, is it not? Those fallen heroes are the mortal incarnations of the Titans before their ascensions to godhood. The gods aren't master creators born out of thin air, and they are no different from humans, because they all evolved from one.
And one is Kefali.
Does this answer disappoint you?
Yes, because you've answered nothing. If I truly was once human, as you claim, then where do the children of humanity come from?
Okay. Without spoiling anything, it's a story about a young man taking care of his younger sister who is traumatized to be a NEET while also dealing with a supernatural phenomenon called puberty syndrome, and he has a crush on the female MC. They date, but people are forgetting her, so no one but himself and the sister can see. No, wait, that's really sad. And also interesting. No one can remember her. Oh, that's really, really sad. You know, what's the title of the book? I remember a book also having that kind of like title. It's from V. Schwab. It's so good. I should watch it then. I should hurry up and watch it. Hey, hi Tabs. Welcome, welcome. We are right here. I heard that the quest didn't take as long as the last one, so yeah. It also has movies, and each movie made me cry even harder. I can't believe that the thing making me want to watch an anime or like read a story is the fact that it made me cry, which means it's sad. But I shall watch it. I shall put in my list hurriedly or something.
Even on the off chance that you speak the truth, this brings us no closer to grasping Thanatos' whereabouts.
Came
by
by to take a break. They cooked with a story. Really? Well, I mean, I'm enjoying it thoroughly. So like, yeah. Sometimes good cry, sometimes sad, sometimes happy. Okay. Okay. Emotional. The story is emotional, both good and bad.
I knew you would say that.
Okay.
But it matters not.
Okay, pretentious dude.
I know what I'm doing. Actually, why don't we have this supreme being standing before us tell us everything?
You can revive a Titan?
Humans cannot return from the dead. Neither can gods.
I didn't realize that the edges of Castorus' dress is like singed from like a purple flame of some kind. That's a very neat detail.
But all we need to do is look at this from a different perspective, and the problem will resolve itself. The solution is simple. Just like what you did to me.
I'd be sitting on the edge of my seat loving whatever was happening. Then the next moment I'm ugly crying trying to watch. No! Wait, that's... Okay. I should... You have successfully persuaded me to watch this anime.
If I'm reborn as Kefali, I can rebuild the world and all within it as they once did. Simple, is it not?
Yeah, but also, is it really that simple, sir? Cutscene? Oh no. In the meantime...
I have
Let's
news
go.
from Harrison and Don Hu.
Yeah.
Anaxa might be trying to do something with Kefali's divine body.
Kefali? But what could Anaxa want? Is the council
Also,
of
Anaxa's
elders going to sit
JPVA
around
is
and
pretty
let such
prominent
a
too.
sacrilegious act unfold?
Right. Who? I don't remember who their VAs are, and I'm not really on the VA. Anaxa JPVA. Let's see. Megumi. Ah, wait a second. Someone I know around here. Asian Jade. Oh. Okay. Anyone I know? Oh, wait. Really? Shirazu Ginchi. Okay, I know that guy. Wait, he's the JPVA of Kabe? No. Wait. Megumi from JJK? Right, yeah. I saw that. Wait, he's Kabe Japanese VA? No way. Hold on. Okay. The reason why I laugh is because what is his name? Anaxa and I'll Hate Them and Sue are rumored to be variants of each other, and it's so funny to me that Kabe becomes Sue, becomes I'll Hate Them. It's another game. But yeah. But yeah.
That is not possible.
That what?
He is indeed the great performer, capable of fooling anyone and everyone with his tricks.
But what if he's real?
I'm sorry.
No need for guilt. for this is good news to us. The Council of Elders has found themselves a traitorous ally.
Totally not
Anaxa's
intentional.
ambitious desires will
Totally
be
not
something we
intentional.
can exploit.
Totally not intentional that Calvary tried to voice all hate them in another game. Or something.
Now
I know I
is to
shouldn't
keep
look
our
into
eyes
it. We shouldn't
peeled
look
for
into it
whichever
way
trickery
too
Kindness
much.
is up to,
But like,
and react accordingly
yeah,
to thwart her
when
plans.
he's secondary main character in Rascal does not dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. He's the main character's best friend for the Wait, so wait, so the English VA is is Rascal, which is like the MC, and the JPVA is like the second main what is it called? The main character's sidekick. What a coincidence. What a coincidence.
Being Akima's political center, the Demigod Council holds just as much significance as the Vortex of Genesis. Someday,
what a
after
coincidence.
my duty is over, this site will take the place of the battlefield where you hunt gods. Till then,
it's best
to get used to this place as soon as possible.
Come find us anytime you need something. You don't have to say the full name of the show every time, but you have to. You see, it's called Does Not Dream of Bunny. Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. The crisis airs. Wow, these peoples are shooting daggers with their eyes.
It's been a while.
Hey, Oleg. Oleg! Oleg! Hello, Oleg of Amphoreus.
What is that supposed to mean?
It's what makes it so
Is
good.
this really the sort of person that the young lord praised as a ferocious warrior?
Oleg. Oleg of Amphoreus. This game is so stupid. It references its own, like, stupidity, and also, like, the fact that the NPC has exactly the same face. Oleg is like an old character from like Belobog, and it's like hilarious.
It has indeed been some time, Lord Crateros. What brings you here in such haste?
Shh, keep it down.
And the JPVA for Kaz's Jin and Genshin? Oh, really? That time I got reincarnated into a pencil and my childhood friend accidentally broke in half an anime title.
Be more vigilant.
Yeah.
See those duplicitous dogs over there? They do the dirty work for kindness.
To be completely honest, though, some animes and mangas have like really weird titles, but like really, really wholesome stories, or like something literally not connected to like the title at all. Because I remember like reading, is it okay to pick up girls in a dungeon or something along those lines? And I thought it was like about guys picking up girls in dungeons, or like just picking up girls. It turns out that it's about adventure and stuff. And I'm like, I see. So what's the title for then? Clickbait? There is one that I read that has a ridiculous title, but I love it. I know, like the anime, I don't understand why some animes have like ridiculous titles. Where is it? Wait, no, I don't want to share it to anyone. Is it okay to pick up girls in a dungeon? I'm right. See, is it wrong? Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? Also known as danmachi, is Japanese light novel series. And what is it about? What is the synopsis about? Somebody... No synopsis. Give me like See, danmachi, also known as Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, is a popular fantasy anime series. Fantasy. It's not Gunner. It's not Gunner. Some other anime with similar fantasy and dungeon crawling elements include Sword Art Online. Another fantasy series that follows a group of players to have something along those lines. Okay, it's so hilarious that it's the title is like that, but the story is actually about like it's kind of like a lit RPG kind of thing where like you do dungeon stuff and like you get levels and stuff. Why did you watch it, Face Sus? Don't ask me why. I was like a kid back then. I got attracted to weird titles. The story of how a beautiful foreign student who lives next door started to visit my house after I helped a lost little girl. This is the English title of a manga I've been reading. The heck? Why is it so long? Why are like anime titles so long sometimes? Huh? Hold on, I have something to do with work. Okay, I'm back. Oh god, but it's so cute and wholesome. Totally not checking. No, it's actually about work. I have a job that I have to go to sometimes, okay? And like, if I want to check lads, I wouldn't stop the stream just for it. Like, why would I do that? Dude saves this new student, little sister, after she was lost. He helps her home. He appreciates it. The little sister gets attached, and the older sister sees that as manly, and the dude can take care of kids. That the dude can take care of kids so well. Wait, that's pretty wholesome though. But the title is like, why is it like some manga and anime titles are like so long and like so weird sometimes, but the story is like totally wholesome, like totally really cool or something. It is so wholesome. I believe that it is. It's so fun. I have like a lot of lists of like animes that I want to watch or like mangas that I just want to read, and like I am gathering a lot of things. Because why not, am I right? Because why not? Definitely. Okay.
I've already ordered my people to hold them back, but we should still lay low. Unless you're itching for a bloody fight to get a workout in.
To get a workout in?
My bad. So, did something happen?
Did you hear thunderclaps last night?
It would be hard not to notice thunderclaps in broad daylight. Hooray! It's Akron! Someone is coming to save us! Akron's not here.
Thunderclaps are beacon signals of strife. They are a message from the young lord. He threw a spear bearing several words at Akama.
Hooray! It's Akron! Turns out it's not. Get ready to be disappointed.
Watch out. The Flame Reaver is back.
The Flame Reaver is back. He's back in MOC. I hate him.
I guessed as much. We didn't actually kill them back at the Kremnos Arena.
I figured this is something you would want to know. We Kremnoans never back down from a fight. So if you plan to take that thing down in a battle, reach out to me anytime.
Yes, sir.
You have my gratitude. I will let Aglaya know about this right away.
Remind her to be on her toes while you're at it. That vicious kindness has been unusually active lately. Those lackeys she keeps under cover have been going in and out of the city a lot more frequently these days. Some even seem to be getting Kremnoans to defect to the council.
What the? What's going on?
Looks like you can see it for yourself.
We should get back. Thank you for the intel, Lord Crateros.
Oh, we're back. More chest.
By Catholic into Lenten above, as the Theoros I have observed.
Huh? Oh, shoot.
Aglaya, what happened here?
Okay, so before we continue, I need to go to the bathroom real quickly. So I will be back. Be right back, everyone. Hi, I'm back. So, before we continue on, let me order some food. Because I am hungry and I am craving some... Should I get sushi again or should I just get some more burger? I wonder. I mean, the sushi's pretty good, but I don't want... Because, like, it's so hard to eat there. But the burger Burger could work. I'll get a burger. Or should I just get... Ugh, this is so confusing. Fine. You know what? I'll get the sushi thingy. It tastes good anyway. So, no drinks? I don't get any drinks. Let's see. Discount. Discount. Okay. Okay. There we go. I've ordered my food. We can go back to playing games. Aglaya, what happened here?
The poisonous fangs of that king snake through the golden threads. In the past, I would be confident about keeping her in check, but I admit I am now unable to do so.
What do you mean?
It is no longer about eloquence or arguments. I have been a demigod for far too long that I hardly have any humanity left. Before I realized it, I have become no different from these hypocrites, no longer capable of relating to the people. This has come a lot sooner than I expected. But perhaps
I won't say I will get this time. You won't type it, but like you're gonna say it in your mind, right? I mean, she is beautiful though, so like,
yes,
to be fair.
This is my duty, but
it is far easier for the Council of Elders to fool many than just fool one person. Their so-called more support is no more than a ruse to distribute power using words instead of lances. There is no glory in winning this debate. But that makes having respect for humans so much more priceless. Finan, you are a Chrysos heir without flaw.
He says that he's the
capable of
Chrysos heir
relating
without
deeply with
flaw.
humans.
But also, are you sure about that? Because, like...
I appreciate what you've taught me, Aglaya. I hope we'll live up to your
What is that
expectations
tattoo on her
and win
chest?
this debate.
I don't know. Why don't you ask her? There's a prophecy slate there. What's up with you?
Oh, you've done well, Lord Calictus. Let me take over and personally close this debate for today. Dearest counselors, let it be known that I sorely miss the blissful times portrayed in lyrical poems. Back then, Amphoreus was home to nearly 1,000 cities, each with their own local faith, while gods walked the earth and shared close bonds with humans. Yet, in the present, people from all over are forced to leave their homeland to seek refuge in the holy city, where they hope to rest under Kefali's protection.
Well, I wonder why that is, lady.
All of us have long
I don't
been
know,
the
because
same
of the
boat with
black
no
tide?
way out of this plight. We didn't have a choice in the past, but now the Council of Elders brings to the table a new possibility. All I have left is one question for you. Would you rather strive toward the unheard of Era Nova, or return to the prosperous Era Chrysia of our past? Make your choice. Now, which of the two would lead mortals to an ideal future?
Hey, do you have any plans to make us a model of your PFP art, or just gonna stick to the chibi model? I think for a very long time I'm gonna stick to this one. Why? Do you have something to say? No hesitation. I stand by Aranova. Era Nova is a path of salvation the gods promised. We should not have doubts in the flame chase journey.
We all know that Era Chrysia is a thing of the past, Lady Kairos.
Nah, just asking. Okay. Yeah, no,
Please,
as of the
enlighten
moment, I have no plans to change my
How does
model
the
yet.
Council of Elders plan
It's
to
very cute,
turn
and I
back
like
time?
it. What is this? Hold on. Work stuff again. Let me... Also, my... Not yet. It is indeed very cute. It is indeed very, very, very cute. So I have, as of the moment, no plans yet. Not yet.
Let the three titans of calamity be born, and Erechrysia is nevermore. But bring demise to those titans, and Erechrysia will descend upon us again.
So you want to kill Mighty?
Know that the Council of Elders is never one to make empty promises. Look at who we have on our side. Anaxagoras, one of the Grove's 7 sages. And Castorus, Idonia's goddess of death.
Right, so what is the plan here?
With the help of these 2 heroes, I can promise all of you.
What is going on here now?
Aren't they Chrysos heirs? They're supporting
What is the plan
Council of
here?
Elders instead?
It's clear from the start that these heroes do not get along well in their group. All the more proof that Aglaya is unfit to speak on behalf of every Chrysos heir. I am in favor of Era Chrysia.
Era Chrysia! Era Chrysia!
Castorus? Why are you standing over there?
Why do you think?
You finally arrived, Naxa. So have you, Cass.
Don't worry, Aglaya. Well, I know that you have many queries. Could you continue to converse like how the citizens normally do? Tell me, dear citizens.
So what's his plan here?
If we successfully retrieve and return Thanatos' core flame without anyone passing the Death Titan's trial, what would happen next?
The answer is simple. We will have a chance to rid the world of death and bring Amphoreus back to an era when all beings live forever. We'll usher in a new future that will be entirely different from the flame chase journey.
He's one of the 7 sages.
The members of the Council of Elders are discussing fervently, whatever, however you say that.
Is much too idealistic. As long as the Black Tide still exists, how can we go back to the old days?
That's true.
Remember what I previously said? Kefali's core flame is guarded by the secret power of the Council of Elders. Plus, Pagusa's water curtain will be able to block out any external perceptions. Tell me, dear citizens, have any of you ever seen even a glimpse of the threat that this person is talking about anywhere within the walls of this majestic holy city?
Oh my gosh. Isn't this just survivorship bias?
If we eliminate death, then there's no need for us to fear that flame reaver, right? Citizens, let's loudly sing the blessed hymn.
Okay, I hate her.
After the destruction of the 3 Titans of Calamity, the flame chase journey will have to end.
Hearing and excitement. Okay. Okay, Mr. Professional Yapper.
This is bad. The masses are now totally riled up.
Anaxa, pray tell. Everything that you've mentioned hinges on the premise that we can find Thanatos' existence, right?
Thank you, Lady Aglaya, for still caring about this city. However, dear citizens, we are truly fortunate and blessed. For Castorus, Idonia's goddess of death, will surely find Thanatos under my guidance.
Yeah, he's definitely a performer. Mr. Drama Queen.
What? With that, I solemnly promise that the core flame Lady Castorus brings back will be personally managed by the Council of Elders. Thereafter, if we are able to garner the support of all of you at the Citizens' Assembly, we shall spare no effort in ensuring that the Erechrysia will return to our world once again.
Okay.
With the balance shattered, the result is clear. Buy carefully into Lenten above, as the Theoros I have observed. Akama has chosen her destiny. The issue up for discussion at this Citizens' Assembly shall be modified to the suspension of
what's the plan here?
Journey. This resolution shall be put up on the Wall of Heroes, such that all citizens are aware of the city's way forward.
The members, okay. Hearing and excitement.
Aglaya, dear Aglaya. What has caused your heart to soften? You also don't seem to be as quick-witted as before.
Wag your tongue as much as you like. Since the flame chase journey has been preordained by the prophecy, our failure has never been on the cards.
Well then, I guess we'll find out if that's true at the Citizens' Assembly.
Video games are so funny because everyone in the world dresses in the same 3 clothes, but 50 selected people dress like they're in the Megala. That is true. That is very true. I can't say you're wrong. Lygus announces the conclusion of the debate and the attendants part way. That is very, very true. So, I see. The plan is to make sure that the Council of Elders believe in these 2 guys so that they'll do whatever they want? Question mark, I guess? I don't know.
Well, it seems that when I sent you to look for Anaxa, I unintentionally facilitated your partnership with him instead.
My apologies, everyone. I know that you have many questions to ask me. I will answer them to the best of my knowledge.
In that case, please tell us as much as you can.
What happened when you went to look for Anaxa?
In actuality, he showed me a past that was both long and heavy.
The reason I say this is as I've mentioned earlier. The answer was hidden in my journey unto death.
Okay.
Anaxa, you were...
Yes, I am but a living dead
we've heard this one before. So, okay.
Have you heard of this tale before? A tale about the ocean god's treasured pearl.
Polixia.
Our hometown. It was a seaside town which enjoyed the ocean breeze and glorious, peaceful times, thanks to the wisdom of its ruling queen.
Wait, didn't we see her name, like, yesterday?
Until one day, an evil dragon descended upon the town. Its wings
Polixia.
were large enough to blow
And
out
her
the sun,
sister or something along
while
those
its
lines.
claws were sharp enough to rip the waves apart. It barged into the tall tower and devoured the queen's beloved daughter. It even settled itself in her bedroom, like a tyrant king. The queen assembled 300 warriors who managed to subdue the evil dragon by chaining it up. However, when the queen slit open the dragon's belly, she realized that the princess had long since been digested, and all that was left of her was a pile of bones.
Ew.
It was then that a devious, smooth-talking scholar arrived
Devious
at the
and
palace
smooth-talking
and suggested
scholar.
that the princess could be revived through the use of dragon bone and dragon blood. That liar called this process the secret art of alchemy. The princess was reborn! The queen was overjoyed, blissfully unaware that the evil dragon's soul still lurked within the princess's body. As revenge, the evil dragon swallowed the poor queen, the glib liar, the courageous
Depends
warriors,
since her name is in
and
the
all of the
collectibles as well
town's
before
innocent
3.2.
civilians in a single
Really? Okay. I guess I should pay more attention. But I do remember seeing her name like yesterday in like the memories with Nius and Calypso.
Worse still, the souls of the deceased refused entry to the Netherrealm because they were filled with regret. Forced to roam the mortal realm, these resentful souls ultimately converged into a river of souls that would not retreat for a long time. The terrifying death had consumed all. Thereafter, our hometown fell into ruin as well.
Until? Right. It is the conversation between Nius, Calypso, and Polixia, right? And like Polixia has a sister, if I'm not mistaken, in yesterday, the first part of the quest.
Oh my. It seems that you still like to whet people's appetites even after all this time, Polixia.
Is that Casterus?
So, according to your story, this is how I used to look? It's practically a mirror image. And yet, what exactly is this?
A miracle that I created with alchemy. As for what it is and how I was able to accomplish it, I'll keep the answers to myself for now.
Oh, my goodness. Is this cliffhanger really necessary?
No, it's not. Please tell me everything.
Quiet, Titan. Continue to enjoy this splendid play, and the truth will naturally reveal itself.
Dragon, huh? I've heard this legend before.
In that case, what do you think of it?
What is Polixia in the Greek mythology? Is there anyone Polycena? So there's no Polixia, only Polycena. Okay. I'll do that research again.
So-called alchemy was a tenuous analogy added to the story by future generations. After all, you've never heard of a tradition of alchemy in your hometown before, have you?
Indeed. Before I left home to pursue my
That's
education,
literally a mirror
I never
image of
even knew that
Casterus.
anybody was looking into this area of study.
And does she have an eye patch? Why is her eyes closed? Why is she in a wheelchair?
Therefore, we can just treat this tale as a fable told to young children.
A fable, you say? If so, what moral is it trying to impart to the kids?
I guess it might be the concept of equivalent exchange?
Oh? I thought the moral might be closer to something like...
Honor the dead.
What? At a loss for words?
No, I merely realized that we're both thinking of the same principle. If life is priceless, then there is hardly anything else in this world that is of equal weight to it, right?
Huh.
Indeed. As expected of the wisest scholar in the land.
You flatter me. Why don't I ask you a question as well, as a form of equivalent exchange?
Of course. What is your question?
If I imparted my knowledge of the art of alchemy to you, would you use it to resurrect someone you loved?
What?
Okay.
What kind of strange question is this? I got it. You're just trying to get me to tell you whether I like anyone, right?
Let's just leave it at that. That was rude of me.
Yes, I would.
Oh.
Death is inevitable. In the days to come, I'm certain that someone whom I cherish deeply will leave me for good. If such a mighty power really existed, I think I would use it without hesitation. After all, you...
Every time someone talks about reviving the dead, I think of Otto.
We'll all have to face that fateful moment.
Every time.
Eventually.
I mean, yeah. Fair enough. But the thing is, they're talking about alchemy, and the only thing I can think of is going back to Durin, Rheindotter, Albedo, and like that kind of thing. And like, maybe it has nothing to do with that, but let's just hope it isn't the case here. Let's just hope it isn't the case of the biggest simp in Honkai Impact 3rd. Swear. I love and hate the fact that he is the biggest simp.
My time.
Like, he's not
finally
just
here.
the biggest simp, but like,
However,
listen, the whole reason why he's doing everything is
because
to
of my
revive
firm belief
the person he loved.
the immeasurable
So,
value
like, yeah.
of life.
Firm believe, okay.
I am unable to complete the trial.
What the? Perhaps because of my firm belief in the immeasurable value of life.
You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn.
Who's the biggest
with the dead
simp? My mom called I missed out on something. Otto Apocalypse and the professional clown. The name is Otto Apocalypse. He is the main, I wouldn't say villain, so I'll say antagonist of Honkai Impact 3rd Part 1. One of the main antagonists. The other guy is Kevin, or Finon, but we talk about Otto. Otto Apocalypse does everything that he does, all the research, all the technological breakthroughs, and all that fun stuff, because he wants to revive his love. His one and only love. AKA the biggest simp. Second to him is probably Kevin. Like, oh, okay, gosh. Why are the men in Honkai Impact 3rd all simps? I don't get it, but it's fine. My man, he is both the biggest simp and a professional clown. Bro spent 500 years to revive a girl he likes, not even his lover. No, yeah, no, not even his lover, just some guy he simps for. Amazing. It's also like it's at the level of Kevin Kaslana, who holds on to his mission given by his ex-girlfriend who turned into mad scientist. Bro, like, I mean, that's a good enough reason, but also at the same time, why are you guys all simps? You shall wither and through that the dead sprout again. Okay.
It is a pity that fate is such a cruel mistress.
Is there no other way of interpreting those words?
I'm afraid that the meaning is clear. Between my sister and me, one must pay the price. Our trial can only be completed when the one chosen sacrifices her life. I'm afraid that the prophecy might even have selected a pair of twins for this exact purpose.
He was supposed to be the self-insert for the average Honkai player. I mean, okay, I doubt the average Honkai player wants to be Odo Apocalypse, but sure. Dr. May just dropped a kid on him and said, good luck. Here, a kid made from our DNAs. Good luck. Goodbye. Goodbye. See you in 50,000 years, bro. See you in 50,000 years. And yeah.
Fortune makes fools of us all.
What? You shall wither, and through that the dead will sprout again from the remains and be reborn with the dead aflame.
My sister is prepared to sacrifice herself. And yet, I can't do the same.
I see.
How absurd. My time is almost up, but I'm still afraid to welcome death. What should we do? If I'm ultimately not able to make up my mind...
I mean, to be fair, I'm also scared of death, so like, you're not the only one, girl. Look at the back. What back? The core flames? Everyone is light up except Thanatos or something?
Since Chaos is willing to guide all of us and leave this trial to the end, there is still plenty of time for you to ponder.
Yeah? Oh. Okay. Keeping that in mind.
That's right. Don't allow the fog of an uncertain future to cloud your mind.
Trial, prophecy, the topics that they're discussing seem familiar. But these three people must not have left their names in the epics. Otherwise, I would have some recollection of this.
Amphoreus' history before the Titans were born was complete chaos. Is that not strange by itself? I have long held 3 hypotheses about this. However, let's continue watching for now.
Okay.
Calypso, Polixia, and this warrior. I seem to have met him somewhere
Mikador! It's Nius or Gigachad.
Regarding this matter, Nius, are you confident that you'll complete your trial?
Of course. Though, I am worried about what will happen once I've emerged victorious.
Looks like you have made up your mind.
Yes, this is the safest course of action.
What?
Completely separating courage, honor, tenacity, sacrifice, and reason. You really know how to make things difficult.
Okay.
Please, young lady, witness my fall and demise. Lady Calypso, you shall host the soul-rending ceremony.
I do not understand. Why would you dare to sacrifice yourself for a future that you won't get to witness?
Because this is our destiny. The power that resides within me is so intense that I will one day be engulfed by it. Furthermore, a valorous death before glorious return has always been the path I chose to walk. A journey I began long ago. If your sister or Chaos were in my position, I believe they would make the same.
Why am I getting
choice as
goosebumps?
well.
I'm not even making sense for everything.
I'm not that brave. I don't know how I'm supposed to face such a serious affair.
Despite being Death's chosen one, it seems you still don't know how to face it.
That's
Let's chat, young
obvious.
lady. Perhaps I shouldn't end my journey so hastily. Since there's still time, I'm not worried about letting fate wait a little longer.
Of course. This warrior is Lord Nius. As the embodiment of Nikador's divinity, he entrusted his life to us and allowed humankind to end his madness. That means that what I'm currently seeing before my eyes is in fact...
Looks like one hypothesis of mine has already been proven true.
Ah.
These heroes are the true forms
So
of the
yeah,
Titans
so
before they attain their divinity.
so the gods aren't gods.
If so,
They
the chosen one of death that he speaks of is actually
They rise to divinity.
Polixia. Is the previous form of Thanatos? But her appearance...
If this is true, as long as we can find out where she went, we'll naturally be able to figure out the location of the Death Titan.
But before that, we first need to witness what ultimately happened to Lord Anaias.
Okay, where's my sushi? Why is it not... Where you go? You close? Yes, you are almost here. Cool. Ah, wait. We can do Casterus, right? This girl... This guy? Or this guy and this guy? Sunday? I don't know her teams. Okay, you know what? It's fine. We'll do this. Oh, right. Wait. Let me see her. I can't see. Okay, whatever. You know what? Whatever.
Honor, courage,
And finally,
Cheer up, young lady. There is no need to shed tears over a glorious death.
Have a tank team because she saps a lot. Okay. Luocha. Luocha is there.
farewells in
It's
this
fine.
world. Our sorrowful Lord Naias.
No, young lady.
My food is almost
As a
here.
warrior, I have witnessed too many bitter deaths. But now, all I feel is peace. I did not know until this moment that mortals could live their lives in such a way.
Although only a sliver of your soul remains, you remain so optimistic. Or maybe the truth is that you aren't able to feel sorrow anymore.
I thought my food was here. It wasn't here yet.
To be honest, I don't know either. But I am certain of one thing. This is not an acceptance of death nor apathy toward it. It's not even a feeling of despair. I am just enjoying what remains of my life to the fullest.
Enjoying?
Indeed. Along this journey that we've taken together, not only have I changed the world, I myself have also changed in the process.
Huh.
And now I have reached the journey's end. When I look back and see the grand epic that I've personally written,
Okay, I think
how
it's
could I
actually
not
here.
revel in that fact.
My food is here. Okay.
But when you depart the mortal realm, won't all of your accomplishments be reduced to nothing? Separation and death are two sides of the same coin. Reconciling this doesn't come easily for a mortal.
Okay.
Finally, let me recount to you a story of mine, young lady. The first time I returned from the battlefield, I felt extremely hollow. The calamity had devoured everybody on the battlefield but me. When I returned to the city alone, the citizens held a banquet for me that was
What you get?
far from
Sushi
pleasant.
again.
I felt as though
Got
I was
sushi again.
still
I'm like
on the
kind of craving
battlefield,
it for like
and the person
a
who
few
had
days
returned
now.
was nothing but an empty shell.
Okay,
It was
come on.
late into the night by the time the banquet
Open
ended.
up. Let me open this
My
stupid
head
thing.
still
Okay.
reeling. I returned alone
Here we
to the
go.
barracks. On the way back,
It's
I
open.
encountered someone. It was a crazed scholar looking at the night sky and muttering to himself by the side of the road.
There we go.
Although I tripped over
Sushi.
him and fell, I wasn't angry in the slightest. And maybe because I saw myself in him, I inexplicably asked him a question. Do you think that it'd be better if we just died on the roadside like a couple of stray dogs?
And what did he say?
To my surprise, he shrugged his shoulders and sighed.
How does someone who is currently experiencing death, dying and living, afford the same amount of bliss?
What?
Now please go away and don't block my starlight.
Go away and don't.
Are you trying to say that there is no difference between living and dying? For they are both journeys that lead toward death?
That's exactly what life is, and death is, but a scale to measure how valuable the journey was. Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent because all things eventually fade to dust. Therefore, young lady, don't detest your fate. Instead, willingly and respectfully embrace it.
The embodiment of strife telling me about the majesty of the world.
Indeed. I believe that when the fated moment eventually arrives, you will be...
Okay. Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent because all things eventually fade to dust. This was, I've just edited the quest, so I remember. But this is in the 3.0 quest, and I think it was Nias who said it. This is a repeated line. Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent because all things eventually fade to dust. And I remember because like I just edited it, so I remember, but I don't remember who said it.
To understand my words. It is time for me to knock on death's door. I will set up a long table at the end of the road and humbly await your arrival. When that moment finally comes, let us drink and be merry then.
This is sad.
I knew this day would eventually come.
Don't be sad, girl.
Are the both of you ready?
Mm-hmm. Polixia.
Passengers?
I'm here.
Passengers?
What? This...
Huh?
This is quite interesting indeed.
I thought of it. Like,
Polixia's sister?
I thought of it. Because like when I saw Polixia, and I was like, I wonder if Castorus is Polixia's sister. Like yesterday when I played it. And then I was like, nah, no way, right? It can't be that cliche. No, it is. And yeah.
Is it me?
Yes, it is you, sweetheart. It's you.
Now, it's time for us to fulfill our promises.
This is so sad.
you afraid? What are you afraid of?
Ah.
That
was my chair.
Won't be able to do it.
Lexia, sweetheart.
You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn with the dead flame. As foretold in the prophecy, and according to our vows, once it all ends, we must face our fated moment head-on.
Even if it was prophesied, do we have no say in the matter? It's so unfair.
Oh no!
Why are we the only ones who are forced into mutual destruction? Let me do it, sister. Let me be death's sacrifice. I was never long for this world anyway. But you're different. I was the one who wasted your life after all.
What? Why is this so sad?
You're wrong, Polixia.
Who said this was a wholesome game? Wholesome quest?
I don't think that my life was wasted. Just the opposite. When I finally arrived at this destination and looked back at the journey I took,
Wholesome quest.
that flowers had long
Wholesome
since bloomed
patch,
along
they
the path
said.
I walked.
Wholesome. Oh shit. It's not wholesome, it's making
It
me
was
cry.
you who
I'm
sowed the
eating!
seeds
Stop
for this sea
making
of
me
flowers.
cry!
One that is more beautiful than the promised land at the end of the world. Besides, I have lived a fulfilling life. Even though I was fated for sacrifice, none of the things that I've experienced will dissipate. Instead, they'll forever live on as memories inside your head. Will they not?
How could my memories of you ever compare to the actual you?
No!
Well then, tell me.
You're making me cry.
What exactly are we?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But regardless of what the answer is, regardless of how we're shaped by others, or even by this world, ever since we were born, the fact that we existed was predestined, and nothing could erase it. This is why I will always, always be by your side. We're twins, after all.
Hope you bought tissues.
All right.
You are going to need it. I'm already needing it. What do you mean? Oh, you will. Oh my gosh.
It's time to extract my heart and light the flame of death. After that,
what the heck?
Use it to plant the first bud in the prophesied new world.
Oh my god, I'm choking. Because of the stupid water I drank. So sad. Oh my gosh. So, okay, let's open her chest. Does she have a heart? Does she have a heart now?
I imparted my knowledge of the art of alchemy to you.
Would you use it to would you use it to revive someone?
Would you use it to resurrect someone you love?
And she used it to revive Castris. No!
It is inevitable. In the days to come, I am certain that someone
So
whom you
Polixia
cherish deeply
sacrificed
will
herself?
leave me for good.
To revive Castorus?
If such a mighty
Because, you know,
power
equivalent
really
exchange,
existed,
right?
I think I would use it without hesitation. Even now, my answer remains the same. This is why, sister, I promise you, in the prophesized new world, I shall plant the first bud on your behalf. Go now. Return to the ocean god's treasured pearl, our hometown. I shall open wide the entrance to the Netherrealm and grant you a second life. The living beings on this earth shall respond to my call and lead you to the sacred daylight.
What is this quest? The heck?
Remember, do not look back on the land of the dead, and do not stop moving. In the new world promised by the prophecy, march toward your new life. As for the price of our equivalent exchange, let me be the one to pay it.
Thank God.
Everybody, we've come to the end. Unfortunately, I am not compatible with the Supreme Being, so I was unable to completely fuse their soul into my own body.
Prolixia
However,
brought ninjas cutting
being
onions.
able to glean all this from them is exciting enough. I'm
Prolixia.
certain of this now. Before the Titans
My
that
gosh,
we are well acquainted
Hoyoverse!
with were born,
Stop making such
roamed the
sad,
land.
sad
these
stories.
heroes followed
Make
the
something
prophecy
happy, will you?
and took
Once in a
possession
while,
of
please,
divine
and thank
authorities
you.
one by one, until they eventually became the pantheon of the new world.
Gosh. Need a moment. It's so sad. Stop it. Oh gosh. It will be a cute and wholesome, what is it called? Wonderful and wholesome story, a joyful experience. What do you mean? You liar.
Just like the flame chase journey of today, Amphoreus' history is cyclical in nature.
Huh. What a startling revelation. This means that the demigods, who bear the core flames, will also become the new titans at the world's end, thereby shaping a new world?
I think Belobog is the only wholesome story in the game. Even Belobog is sad. And like, if you want to count the prologue, Horta's space station is probably the only wholesome story in this game. That one time when we met Kafka, yeah, that was the only wholesome story in the game. Belobog was sad. Luofu was sad. Freaking Penacony was sad. Now this? Stupid game. Game is so sad. Why is every single quest so sad? And I have to endure this for what? 5 more patches? You're kidding me. I'm bringing tissues every time I do quests.
I believe that this is the truth behind the Era Nova, as mentioned in the prophecy.
So, the demigods shaping the world again. This isn't sad, it's depressing.
This is utterly unbelievable.
You're right.
Besides, those twins in the past, even if they really are Thanatos, their whereabouts are still unknown even today.
Are their whereabouts truly unknown? Didn't Polixia mention that seaside town? the birthplace of alchemy and the tale of the dragon. In our world, there exists a city which perfectly matches that description. Styxia.
Okay,
The people
so we're
there
going
worship
there.
Medusa and bear no relation to Thanatos. I have also never been to that place, as in the time of Idonia, it had long turned into underwater ruins.
Take this.
This is...
The new Sporist masterpiece, the Philosopher's Stone. It was made by transmuting all of the sages' wisdom into a single entity, with their flesh and blood as its foundation.
Kinda hope you are prepared for the boss, though. It is rough, not gonna lie. Oh, fuck. Oh, hell. Oh,
Remember,
no.
I've mentioned before that the art of alchemy is all about conversion, tempering, and ascension. This process also applies to the pursuit of
Philosopher's Stone, huh? They're
Regardless
combining
of
a lot
how
of things around here.
unbelievable this sounds, the truths of the world have been refined from the impurities. Think about the story of the dragon. This stone will lead you to your real hometown, allowing you to reform the door to the Nether Realm and discover Thanatos' fate.
You still look as confident in your victory as ever. But what if your conjecture is wrong?
Simple. I shall merely admit to the entire world that my experiment was a failure.
What if you're wrong? Oops, I failed.
However,
Max, I swear.
my line of thinking will not fail, because I have already planted the seeds of doubt into the hearts of the masses. Actions speak louder than words, Castorus. With the assembly about to begin, don't forget the promise you've made.
I've already searched for so long. I'm willing to try one more time. While we converse, his life is also slowly slipping away. But before I leave, I have another question. What exactly did we witness just now?
That was the world imprinted in Kefali's soul.
Oh.
If we are to prove its existence, you must take the final step. Go. Do not disappoint me.
I understand.
Hey, child of humanity.
Hey.
Don't get antsy. I still remember the question you posed to me. As a scholar, I do not wish to offer up ambiguous conclusions. Let's discuss this topic again when she manages to find the evidence.
I merely wanted to ask, was that stone transmuted from your heart? If so, rebirth is no longer an option for you.
Why not? When I was a child, I lost someone dear to me. When I was a teenager, I lost my faith. A while back, although you saved my life, I also lost my
What
soul
the
in
heck
the
is this guy?
process.
You're throwing your life away like it's nothing.
Now I'm merely forsaking my body. What's the big deal?
Why are you always finding ways to die? Isn't it good to be alive?
My thoughts exactly, Cersei's.
This is but a necessary sacrifice on my path to transform into the purest of them all.
Can someone who's dead even claim to be the purest of them all? Furthermore, if your hypothesis is proven correct, does it not just confirm that the myths are true, and thereby invalidate all your theories?
No, it's just the opposite. If my hypothesis is correct, it means that I can actually ascend to godhood and reshape this absurd world that you all have created.
Okay. Okay, so bro wants to be a god. Okay.
That's a lot to take in at once.
Lady Aglaia, please, let me explain.
Go on.
You know that the core flame of death has always been the greatest unknown regarding the Era Nova, which is why both you and Kindness desire to gain the power to control that core flame in the approaching Citizens' Assembly. Professor Anaxa has come to a consensus with Kindness. They want to suspend the trial once Thanatos' core flame is reclaimed, hoping thus to eradicate death from this world. If they're successful, then the flame chase journey will cease, and Akama can enjoy. But I know this runs counter to your wishes. So long as we do not usher in Era Nova, the Black Tide will never be eradicated. Even with Lord Mighty on the front line, and the Black Tide not posing an immediate risk, the danger nevertheless remains. Honestly, it's difficult for me to assess the pros and cons in this decision. But someone must bring the core flame before we can begin negotiations over it. The Titan could be very near. I cannot let this chance slip by. Besides, someone has to make this trip.
Yeah, I wonder where his soul is.
Well said. You already had every reason to seek an audience with Thanatos. It's that great performer who has weaponized your wishes and placed us in this difficult situation. A world without death. Do you desire that too?
If fate dictates that my path must oppose yours, I will do all I can to resist it and protect what I aspire to achieve. Lord Mighty showed me that without taking the first step, all talk of what follows is moot.
Without taking the first step. Pastors, you changed.
I have always hoped to hear you speak your mind, Cass. And I am glad to have heard your true thoughts. Styxia. I visited that place in the past. Though it is now an island surrounded by the river of Souls Torrents, it's not hard to see its former splendor. Go. I will not stand in your way. As for you, you are someone who has cheated death. I believe you have more than enough reason to make the trip with Castrus and meet the god of death himself.
Okay.
Castrus, I too look forward to your journey. I wonder what kinds of new interpretations your completed story will bring to the Flame Chase journey.
Thank you, Lady Aglaia.
I hate to put a damper on this heartwarming moment, but if Styxia is now an island surrounded by the river of Souls Torrents, then how do we find a way in? Lady Treaty is probably...
If Styxia is a dangerous place, then how the hell do we get in?
The answer is quite simple. In the myths, Zagreus once made the domain of the dead their treasure vault. That is to say, they could enter and leave the nether realm as they pleased.
Ah! Cypher.
And if they could do that, then it follows that the demigod who inherited their divinity must be capable of the same. I'll see you at Marmorial Palace at Action Hour tomorrow. Cypher shall be your guide to find...
Cypher, the tumultuous day finally comes to an end. Everyone disperses, each one lost in their own thoughts. Dan Heng isn't back yet, huh? We're not done yet, right? Okay. I did not realize that there was a butterfly hiding. There we go.
Hey, friend! Is the debate finally over? Did you win?
No. We managed to win ourselves a glorious defeat.
A glorious defeat? You sure know how to look on the bright side.
Thanks.
Well, moving on. I was hard at work even while you were at the debate.
I borrowed a mountain of books from Cass to see if I could find a way to solve your problem.
It's so cute.
Let's see.
It's so very cute.
Only 32 books to go.
It's okay, ma'am. We found a way.
Really? Oh, that's fantastic news. I knew it. Hard work always pays off. Especially if you're as diligent as ma'am. I feel like a huge burden has finally been lifted off my shoulders. Why are my eyelids so heavy all of a sudden?
There's nothing more we can do for now. Let's get some rest.
You're right. Then I'll go back to...
As was their custom, Mem, with astonishing dexterity, slipped back into their secret little hideaway. Good night, Mem. Good night, Oklahoma. It is nighttime now, right? Later, somewhere in Oklahoma. I'm still calling it Oklahoma. Oh my gosh.
Cass? What a surprise.
Lady Treby.
Is something troubling you?
I just wanted to speak to Lady Trian for a bit before I set off. No matter how breathtakingly beautiful Styxia once was, the place is now the domain of the departed. There is no telling what we'll encounter there. I don't want to have any regrets.
Has anyone told you that your eyes are sparkling today?
My gosh, Mr. Lizard, calm down.
Is that a figure of speech?
In the past, when you did smile once in a while, all of us could see that your heart remained troubled even as you smiled.
Lady Treby, you know perfectly well that see you tomorrow is nothing but a white lie. I hope your toughness is not a mask hiding a lonely heart.
Cass, you hardly ever talked of your past. None of us knows what you went through, apart from Maggie. But we know it must have been filled with pain and hardships, as it is the fate every Chrysosaur is destined to live out. We are just happy for you that the core flame you're meant to inherit has finally surfaced.
Oh, Trevy's so cute.
Isn't it a little too soon to say that?
But you already know where tomorrow is, don't you? There is no need to rely on anyone else. Just give it your all and leave no regrets. We have always believed that your embrace is just as warm as everyone else's.
That's so sad because she cannot embrace anyone without dying.
Because
without the person
embrace
being embraced
others
dying.
to comfort them. And Cass, you're the kindest Chrysosaur we know.
Oh my god, she's... Oh gosh.
Thank you, Lady Treby.
She's so...
This feeling... It's hard to put into words. I suddenly found myself with so many wishes. So much I want to accomplish before setting off.
Then go do it, Cass. Trian was actually working on a surprise gift for you. It's a pity she didn't get to finish it.
Oh.
But now Trinan and I are working on it, and we'll make sure to give it to you.
Oh no.
So, let's meet back here when you return from Styxia. Safe travels. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, Treby. At the same time. I can't sleep. Tornox. Okay, what's that? Who could it be?
It's me.
Oh, hi, Miss Castrus.
I hope I didn't wake you.
No, I couldn't sleep. Sleep is a luxury when you're at my age.
I'm glad to see you're as full of life as ever. I'm here because of private matters, actually.
Oh, what is it?
If it isn't too much to ask, I'd really like it if you could come along with me to retrieve something.
Sure.
Aren't you going to ask me what it is? It isn't a long way from here. Shall we?
Okay. Are you winning, Sun? Hi, Sen.
I'd love to.
Well, I'm half winning, I guess. Considering that this quest is so long. Not as long as the others, apparently, but still so long. Wait, hi. Got you.
Faith can dispel the black tide.
Also got you. Oh gosh. Again.
The streets are packed.
Got Castor and her light cone. Wait, that's awesome! How many wishes? How many wishes? Are you lucky or are you unlucky? Tell me how I can vote.
Take your ceramic shard engraved with the Kethali rune. Select the Council of Elders in your heart and pray silently until the shard registers your choice. Then toss it into the Dolium.
The Council of Elders? More like the Council of Buffoons? The Black Tide took my hometown long ago! Who are they kidding with bringing back Erechrysia? It's all a sham to create their own Erechrysia in Akama!
120 pull for it, maybe? Or more, I forgot. 120 pull, so like around 120. That is... But that's actually pretty good though, not as bad. You win the 50-50. Yeah. Not that bad, at least.
The Titans are just.
70 and 70, 70 and 60. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good, actually. I like how the guy says baboons. Wait, did he? Oh, Council of Buffoons. Can we replay that line?
The Council of Elders? More like the Council of Buffoons? The Black
Buffoons.
Tide took my hometown long ago!
Finally, HSR is kind to me. Yeah, apparently HSR has been unkind to a lot of people.
Oh, please. The time when these deranged titans should have vacated their spot to the demigods is long overdue. You'll see soon enough, you old fogey.
Old fogey.
And I pray that Talanton smacks some sense into you with their scales. We shall see how this turns out.
That was quite a spectacle.
I agree, Castris. Quite a spectacle. Just another peaceful day in Akama.
I suppose peaceful is technically correct if no actual violence happened. To this day, I still find it almost unreal that Akama is the only place illuminated by light amidst the crumbling ruins of Amphoreus.
I already had lunch, but I'm still so hungry. What the hell? Get more lunch. Get more lunch. Now. Get more lunch now.
This peaceful sight is making me forget that this is the end times.
You look very confused.
Before coming here, I had lived for many years in Idonia, a city of rime and frost. The people there were devotees of Thanatos, and were well known for their unique burial rites and traditions. Traditions that
I don't want to make food and do the
played a
dishes
major
again.
role.
Just get some takeout. It's fine. Once in a while, getting takeout is completely fine. I played a major because of the curse on you?
Yes. You now know me as the Mortician of Akama. But back in those days, I was Idonia's Maiden of War. I was trudging across the frosty plains on my own when the Idonians found me. They saw the curse in me as a blessing from Thanatos, and believed that my hands could correct the Erechrysia's mistake and lead them to meet the great god of death.
I celebrated with kebabs, batagor, bakso bakar, sosis bakar, and one donut after lunch, and now I'm full. That's a lot, though, to be fair. Batagor, bakso bakar, sosis bakar, a lot of stuff. A lot of food, to be fair.
They provided me shelter, but in return, I was expected to grant merciful deaths to war captives, prisoners bound for execution, and heroes alike.
Isn't that just an executioner?
Yes. No matter how kind or cruel the means, nothing can change the essence of death. Taking away someone's life is never worthy of religious worship.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
What's wrong?
Their voices. They pierce my ears. The pleading. The thanks.
Ah. I know that feeling, child.
I thought it was kindness,
I was
my
once
gosh.
as lost as you are now. But you must respect those walking towards death. Just like how you should respect yourself as the Holy Maiden granting humans glory and liberation.
What you're asking me to do is no better than the task of an executioner. And yet you want me to respect myself. No matter the titles, I am still taking away human lives.
This won't be the first time that Edonia's fanatical nether warriors have faced death. On the contrary, recruits new to the battlefield often run away from their first fight. Death is the mightiest and gravest power in this world. The fact that you can wield it means you are deserving of respect.
To be fair, that is true though. Death is the mightiest and gravest power in this. Death is the only thing that is, like, I want to say the only inevitable. Like, everyone will die someday. But still,
that's such a
just because of that
twisted reason
doesn't mean that, you know, it should be worshipped in that way.
Let me tell you
a story. Okay.
In Idonia, the great swords commonly used by executioners are called Draconian, in memory of Drakon, an elderly executioner.
I'm glad I have a body with a good metabolism. That's great. That is great.
The sword has 3 air holes along its body.
What?
If the sword is swung down swiftly and accurately, the holes would make no sound, and the executed would also depart this world.
My body's still sexy when I eat that much. That's great.
But should the executioner have any hesitation, the holes would produce a piercing whistle. On that cue, the screams of the executed are sure to fall.
You want proof?
Every executioner after Drakon is to hone their sword skills every day in preparation of future executions. Every swing of their blade must be more resolute than the last, for failing to do so will bring pain. Pain for the dying, as well as pain for themselves.
No. I can never get used to this.
You misunderstand, child. I am not telling you to get used to it. I'm asking you to consider the source of the dead's suffering and use that knowledge to fortify your future touches with more and more determination. Go, walk with the dead and love them as you love life. Then you'll no longer hear those noises.
Oh my gosh, that was dark.
Please, don't kill me. I don't want to die. No!
You gently touch the prisoner's forehead with your finger. His face is pale, his eyes flicker with fear, and his body trembles uncontrollably. Is it because of fear, anger, and hatred, or is your so-called merciful touch of death simply a lie? Dark purple mottles spread like petals across the death rose inmate's face, then seemed to be submerged by spring water, flooding his body. His trembling ceased, And the cries that had once begged for mercy slowly turned into a sigh like a whimper, and he murmurs to himself. Quickly, everything falls into a dead silence, turning into pitch black dew that scatters in the wind. You hear your own heartbeat drown out the sound of heavy breathing.
May you gain some insights through his sacrifice.
Is this all?
Oh my gosh.
No. Come with me. This is just the beginning of your life as the Maiden of War.
Oh my gosh. There we go. That one. Wait, no. Oh. No wonder. No wonder. I don't know, man. Someone can join that. The trail of her path is so cool.
Holy maiden.
Go. Grant
I did
her
just I have
glorious
nice
death.
boobies. Drop it on Discord. I mean, if you don't mind, go ahead. Why are you touching her booba?
Do it then, executioner.
You
Sadistic
heard
murderer. She's touching them through their bodies. Like, gosh.
To live in eternal pain.
Can I do this? Okay, let's try it out.
Embrace a new life. Return to dust.
Okay. That's a lot of damage. Not bad. Where is the other Titankin?
Grant me release.
Over
You
here, I
know
see.
what
Okay.
to do.
OMG's Castrus. I hope my girlfriend isn't mad about me on this. Don't worry about it.
When will this ever end?
It's just a picture. And you're sending it to a whole server. Probably.
Come.
It's Castrus.
What are you trying to do with
Hi,
me?
Cax.
I have aged. The time has come for me to heed the summons of Thanatos and journey to their domain.
You can just DM me personally. Yeah, just DM them personally. Oh my gosh, they don't need to see. Are you trying to hide something? You're skipping casters for Naxa, right? Yes. Yes, I am. I am skipping casters for Anaxa. Still strong. Still saying that, but I don't know.
The final resting place of every Idonian.
You're not that old yet. You still have many, many years ahead of you.
No. I'm already dead.
What?
For I have come to fear my declining health and impending death. Ah, Castoris. Will you give me one last chance to charge
You can gamble and
towards
get
fear
both?
and prove that I am no
I mean, if you want to fund my gambling addiction, sure. No, just kidding. But like, if you want to fund the gambling, then go ahead, I guess. Nodding. I was trying to pull for Jiaocho, but I pulled Blade. I was gonna try to pity him, but just remember that Hyacinth is probably coming out next. Yeah. Yeah.
This anymore.
Yeah.
Child, it was I who brought you here from the frosty plains and set your farcical fate.
I'm out. Let's wait for Noxa.
It was also I, Chief Executioner
That
of
easy.
Idonia,
Just a fun,
who
and then like,
forced
yep, nope,
the heavy
I'm out.
duty
Let's just wait
of
for
executing
Noxa.
others onto you. I've always known that you have doubts and even anger about my faith.
I never had a choice.
Indeed. We essentially abducted you.
It's either double or quadruple remembrance cares, so you want their Lycones.
Yet you can end any sinful life with just a touch of your fingers. Shouldn't it be easy for you to escape from here?
I'll never do that.
Why?
It doesn't matter how lightly the Idonians take death, or how readily they accept it. I simply can't do it.
I knew I was right about you.
What?
I've taught you and cared for you as my own daughter all this time because of this blessing that's been with you since your birth. I know no one else in the world would understand the weight of life and death more than you do. In the eyes of an Idonian, death is the end of all life. A destination we will all eventually reach. Humans should not resist it, but learn how to face it.
To accept it.
You can only live your life to the fullest after understanding this principle. And when you do, even if you eventually leave Idonia's protection, even if you must carry the curse forever, you can live with your head held high, like everyone else.
No. How can I?
Come now. It's time. I've already taught you all that I know. Show me that you are a fitting holy maiden. Or at least that you possess the resolve to become. Come now. It's time. I've already taught you all that I know. Show me that you are a fitting holy maiden. Or at least...
That was an accident. I wanted to
Eternal sleep.
to do Luocha's thingy, but turned out that yeah.
You chose the wrong.
Return to dust.
Is it done?
Receive divinity.
Right, there we go. That's what I wanted. And then this one.
May death protect us.
Oh my gosh. What the heck?
This was the last time I followed her command. I gently touched the executioner who had seen too much death, died the same way as everyone else. Elder Amunet, the person who tried to teach me about death, ultimately vanished like dew in the morning mist. She spent her life
I'm gonna
embodying
go.
the beliefs
Bye.
of the Idonians.
Have
And when
fun,
death
Simpson.
finally came, she embraced it exactly as their doctrine had taught. I have nothing but respect for her.
Oh, that's
I erected a cenotaph in her honor in the marshes outside Idonia's city walls with the others I had laid to rest. Then, I set out once more in search of Thanatos.
My sexy man.
It was a long, long journey. I heard so many discussions about death along the way. Life finds meaning in death. The world improves because there is an end. It seems the most terrible darkness in this world. Everyone talks about its heavy weight. Some resist it, some worship it, and some even revere it. How did a disappeared titan become the deepest fear of humankind? And why do they haunt my dreams? I continued my travels to seek an answer. Initially, I was running away. Then, I started searching for it. And now, at the end, I just want to know if my touch, if my embrace, can do more than taking things away.
Oh, Casters.
Can I make anything? Can I leave anything behind?
I don't want to die. Please.
Wait! It's the animation thing!
I don't want to die, please. I don't want mercy like this. Just let me go. I need him. I don't.
I hate these icy hands.
Oh my gosh. This is a really long animation, so strap in. Well, strapping in. Strapping right in. I'm gonna go order a burger. Oh my gosh, Tiny Caster is... She's so tiny. What the heck?
Get it over with. End its suffering. The Reaper has blessed your hands. Only you can grant them peace.
Oh my gosh, girl. Oh, even the plants wither and die?
Embrace death. Walk alongside it.
Oh my gosh. That's so sad. Cast... What the heck? This makes me cry more than any of that other story quest. I should have gotten the tissues. Oh, I thought it was done. This is really long.
Is that you, Castorus?
It's the girl.
Have gone, heeding death's summon, crossing into their domain. I must go too.
Oh no.
I don't fear it, just I have some regrets. Watching people leave this world again and again, it must be lonely for you. You must want to desperately embrace them before they go.
I can't. These hands, they're too cold.
Oh my god. Oh no.
But big sister Castorus, your hands are so warm. Just like anyone else's. So go on. Don't hold back.
Give me a warm hug.
Oh no. Ah, heck. That is sad. Wasn't there a Genshin anime announced with UFO table? Yeah, there is. It's like 2 years ago announced, and we haven't had anything until right now. Stupid hat, go away. Later. Oh man. Big sister Castorus. Little sister, she's gone. Even the clothes are gone.
Can hands like these really be warm? On the day that Oryx's trial
Oh
ended,
gosh, it's done.
You must have had many questions.
I think it's been almost 3 years since the announcement because I remember it's during summer. Yeah. It's been almost 3 years now. So yeah. That was so sad.
I felt just as confused. Why, as someone from beyond the sky, were you so cruelly dragged into Amphoreus' fate? I wished I could take action, but no matter how hard I try, I cannot simply interact with the living as ordinary
No, it was just
people
aura
do.
farming in the last frame. It's a deer? Or a goat? Or something along those. I think it's a reference to like, what is it called? To the first goat thingy that she touches. Kind of like, oh, the goat's mom is dead and now it's a child or something along those lines. I don't know. I was crying. Was it a deer? Oh no. Well, one or the other. It's a deer, I think. I don't know. I'm crying. I could not analyze why I'm crying, so who cares anyway?
Even when we brushed against each other unintentionally in the grove. And it was obvious that nothing had happened. When an almost unattainable hope finally welled up in my heart. When I thought that perhaps my touch would no longer bring sorrow, fate declared to me. It wasn't that the curse of death had finally been lifted.
It was a bit shorter than I remembered. I thought it was like 10 minutes. I think it is around 10 minutes. Like, almost 10, I think.
But that your soul no longer belonged to this world. And there was nothing left for my hands to take. And did I really think this time would be any different? It's not that I don't understand this reality. Just that I'm unwilling to accept it. Having walked such a long road, I am still unable to find the answer.
Are we gonna go to
life and
Xingxia
death.
or something? This is so
I am
long.
resigned to eternal despair.
My perception size hella warped. It was definitely longer than 5 minutes though, because I had to snooze the ads at least once, like twice. It was around like 6 to 7 minutes to 8 minutes ish. It's not 10 minutes, but like somewhere around there.
Anything I wish to hold on
Or
to.
maybe we can just look back and count
inevitably rust
later
from my grasp.
once the stream is done.
From that moment on, I lacked the courage to confirm it again. Until Ornyx laid bare. But now, perhaps I might have one last chance. Long ago, Trinan read a prophecy to me. At the end of the Sea of Flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips, and after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation. I found no surprise in it, for her words sounded not like a foretelling. Embraces in this world are born of reunions. Yet, my touch speaks only of farewells.
Oh gosh.
In that moment, I had no doubt that this destiny would weave itself through, and yet, things have taken a turn for the better. I have no reason not to give it my all.
Oh, by the way, I hit 2 million with Castorus, granted with pure fiction buff, but what the power creep, my Castorus is not that well built, lol. The power creep is insane. Like, actual power creep is insane.
For your sake.
The heck?
And for my own.
It's so annoying. Thank you for... Should I pretend that I didn't hear it? Thank you for telling me your thoughts.
With that, I won't have any regrets.
Castorus talks to you about the gifts she gave to other Crassus heirs, and before you know it, she arrives at your gift. What is my gift?
Let's put that aside for the moment. I want to retrieve a small gift I specially prepared for you. I made it myself. The journey to seek an audience with the Death Titan cannot be an easy one.
Is it a brooch on my face on it?
No, it isn't.
Oh, what is it?
You'll
What is
know
it?
when you see it.
What is it?
Look, it's right there.
Huh? Where?
Huh? Where did it go? What's going on?
Did you get into trouble with some phantom thieves?
I am not some corrupt grown-up. What's this?
Oh my gosh, is it Cypher?
The coin of Zagreus and a slip. So it's her.
Holy moly, a kitty thief.
No doubt about it. This is her favorite symbol. It's Lady Cypher, the demigod of Zagreus whom Lady Aglaia had spoken of. She's a master thief who's left legendary tales all over Amphoreus. So many years have passed, yet she's still announcing herself in such a crass manner. Let's just do as the slate says and look for Lady Cypher.
Okay. Dear Princess Home Buddy, walking through the busy garden, I discovered the remarkable gifts crafted by Princess Home Buddy. They are truly splendid, and I am most impressed. I'm also taken with your charming presence and prepared for fellow Crisis heirs. In your bright parlor, I observed the beautiful felt dolls, the beige and lavender striped tapestry, and the classic Ionian tripod table. And in left parlor, the jewelry and exquisite art pieces meant as gifts. This time, I've claimed only this modest gift. I fear it would attract tasteless little thieves, so I shall safeguard it for now. Naturally, I've left appropriate payment, a single coin. If the price displeases you, feel free to negotiate its return. Though, should that happen, I won't be satisfied with merely 1 coin. Should you wish to find me, visit the Marmoreum Market. There lies a golden short spear I've left. You know what to do. It shall guide you to me. And before you ask, I won't accept any questions. Please forgive this small intrusion and accept my highest regards. P.S. Who displays biological specimen at home? They're quite unsettling. You might want to store them away when entertaining guests. P.P.S. Despite your considerable investment in the Ionian ossuary hanging in your parlor, I regret to inform you it's fake. The original was craftily switched by those cunning scholars of the Grove of Epiphany. The full story can be found in the yet unpublished Memoirs of Cyphera. Sincerely, the Kitty Phantom Thief. Oh my gosh, he's so funny. To retrieve the gift and teach Kitty Phantom Thief its lesson, you head to the market and find the short spear she left behind.
Look, it's right there. We must pursue her.
Oh.
Huh?
What the?
This is a trick she left.
Clearly, Kitty Phantom Thief wants to play a little game with you. 2 short spears, 1 correct, 1 wrong. 2 golden short spears. Only the golden short spear engraved with the truth can lead you to the Phantom Kitty. Left spear is engraved with the words "Don't be fooled." The right spear is engraved with lies. The right spear is engraved with the word "Trust me, Grey Mystery." Both spears are engraved with the truth. So that means I figured it out. The left.
She's incorrigible. Follow me.
I ran out for a minute because I thought that this was a puzzle to ignore. Well, I'm glad I'm observant then.
This is how it should be. We must pursue her.
Hi, Mr. Dromas. Cypher, if this Dromas truly is her, appears to be quite content. Her gaze filled with 3 parts sincerity, 3 parts approval, 3 parts triumph, and 3 parts Grey Mystery. You've lost if you take this seriously. She seems to be saying, right, oh no, yeah, yes. After a moment of inner conflict, she reached a definitive conclusion. The Dromas is indeed a cat.
Lady Cypher, please come on out.
You're still careless as ever. Shouldn't you keep such a precious gift near your bosom?
Oh my gosh.
Since you know it's a gift
Are we gonna
for
see her?
someone else, please give it back to me. Stop hiding among the people and letting the wind carry your voice.
Now, since I know it's a gift, that just means I need to milk its worth. The children of the wind never stay for long in one place. Unless your offer is tempting enough to still the wind. What say you?
Name your price. I'll give you however much you want. What's wrong?
No wonder they call you Princess Homebody.
What the heck is that laugh? Cypher riding Dromas like a mecha?
Why don't you two
What
come
if
over
Dromas are
my place?
actually mechas?
It'll make a better venue for proper business discussions. You can find where I live through the winds I've sown. Right.
Piece of cake. I can do that even if I can only sense your soul.
All right, I'll see you there. Oh, by the way, Everyone cool with me collecting a deposit before we reach an agreement, right? Now, come this way.
We gonna see Firefly version 2? The dew of divine blood in the backpack has been stolen. Okay.
Ugh, she's incorrigible. Follow me.
What more? Are you playing a game on us, Miss Cypher? You probably guessed it already. I had no intentions of showing up at the Pack Beast workshop. This means, of course, I had no plans to return the gift there either. This was just a warm-up for a little game of cat and mouse. But surely you've realized that the kitty phantom thief never cared about stealing a trinket, right? No, what I'm really after is your hearts. Just kidding. I have no interest in your hearts. If Princess Homebuddy can track my path, then by all means try. I'll be waiting at the end. Rest assured, we'll meet face to face this time. P.S. Great mystery. Where did you get that dew of divine blood? Don't tell me it's a gift from the seamstress. I'll taste it for you. Oh, okay. Where do we go next? Up there.
Here we are.
Why are you tired, this lady?
Over here! Over here! No,
I was
not
considering
that way.
pulling for Cypher, but after this bit, I really dislike her and didn't want to pull anymore.
Come on.
Yeah, she is kind of
If I really
annoying.
wanted to hide, you'd never find me. So relax, you two. No need to get your hackles up. I'm not that scary, am I? Meow.
What is up with that meow? That's so weird.
Whoa, that upset? Calm down. I'm just putting on a show with the meowing. Some people might have been into that a millennium ago, but it's long since gone out of style. Loosen up, buddy. Shall we get down to business?
Give me the jewelry piece first. Or everything's off the table.
And my dew of divine blood.
Oh, come now. Don't be so upset. Relax. Relax. Look, isn't the view here just great? You can see what everyone is doing and where they're going, and they won't even know you're here. Now that we've broken the ice, let's get to the point. Everything I've said so far has been a joke. I'm inviting
yeah, how
you to here
typical.
for 3 things.
Yes, Cypher, let it stay dead and don't meow at people you don't know. Thank you. Yeah, please no.
1. The seamstress found me and wants me to take you to Styxia to look for the Death Titan. 2. The Council of Elders also found me and wants me to make sure the core flame of Thanatos ends up in their hands.
You're that famous?
Of course. I may keep a low profile, but I'm still a bona fide demigod.
I like her eyes though. Her eyes are really cool.
And last but not least, I'm telling you that I'm not interested in doing either of those things. Don't go look for the Death Titan. The end.
Okay.
Whoa, this is some high quality stuff. And this room is full of it. How much are these worth, Did you get all this through that Aranova gimmick?
Some of it is family fortune, while the rest came from my business as a dressmaster. Don't liken the flame chase work to your shady dealings.
Wow. I should have busted down your door instead of going around like a thief. Well, spill. Why are you giving me so much money?
Payment for doing work. You're worth this much.
Did you forget my stance to all this? I thought I made myself very clear.
You wish to run away. Run away from your responsibilities, from the prophecy. and from your destiny. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change.
Oh my gosh, what the heck? That's such a sad destiny.
I understand this prophecy weighs on you immensely. That is why I have never reproached the demigod of trickery for running away. But I need you right now, so don't turn me down.
You know, maybe the gods got your tongue with their golden threads, Aglaya. I'm not hearing any sincerity in your words. Give me a reason why you're bowing your noble head to me.
We lost Trian.
Oh.
Oh, she's surprised.
The divine power of passages is running out. I need another demigod to escort Castoris and help her fulfill her lifelong wish.
Oh, I get it now. You're sending Castoris to her death. And you want me to die with her.
This is Castoris' own request. I have never seen her so determined.
She brought this up herself? You're not pulling my leg.
She's also made up her mind to leave her confused past behind. As will you, Cypher, when you finally make up your mind.
Don't be so sure. Time is hard in the likes of you and I. But Castoris remains pure as driven snow. She can always turn back before the end, you know? Maybe she'll remember Trian's sacrifice. Maybe she'll remember the countless martyred Chrysos heirs. Maybe she'll remember you, with your one foot in the grave. I ain't as optimistic as you about what she'll want to do.
To be honest, her voice actor is really cool. Cypher's voice actor, I mean.
Why don't I take this room of treasures as a security deposit, and we make a bet.
Go on.
I bet she'll change her mind and turn back. Now, if I lose, I'll do what you want me to do. Return this deposit to you, plus giving you another room full of treasures. How does that sound?
You sound like you have all the confidence in the world. In that case, let's make a pact with those conditions. I hope you're prepared to lose it all.
In conclusion, I want to win. So I hope you two can give up on going to Styxia. I'll give all the treasures in that room to you. And you can split it between yourselves, however you want. What do you think? Tempting, right?
The currency... I'm almost dead. What use do I have for money? The currency I use isn't the same one as Amphoreus. Okay.
I decline. If we don't find the Death Titan, his soul will... I can't go into the details, but we have to go to Styxia.
I really don't get how. Princess, homebuddy, you keep talking about needing to find Thanatos, about getting rid of your curse, and you don't care about anything else. But did you ever live for your own pleasure? Even for just one day?
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying, contrary to your beliefs, Aglaya didn't take you in just so you can die for her Aranova.
The flame chase journey walks hand in hand with sacrifices. Isn't that why you're always running away from Lady Aglaya?
Fine. Never mind. We all have our own problems. I ain't gonna say anything anymore. It's not like I was gonna honor that bet anyway.
You're still gonna take that room, isn't it?
But listen to me.
How typical.
Styxia is no tourist destination. Sure, the treasures buried in there are 10, no, 50 times richer than Aglaya's vault. Yet, I've never been there. And I never plan to. Because even a demigod can't be sure they can walk out of that place alive. And now I'm supposed to escort you to Styxia. Sure. Pay up.
Is ripping people off the authority of Zagreus' demigod?
You're not wrong. At least it's part of my responsibilities.
I don't like this. I have lived a longer life than most people. though I'm not as good at doing business as Lady Aglaya, I can give them all to you.
My gosh, Casterus!
Then how are you going to live the rest of your life?
Then I'll give you 90. No, 80%.
Oh my gosh.
Well, don't mind if I do. 80% of Castrus's savings.
No, you are giving back my bottle of Dew of Divine Blood.
Not a bad trade.
What is up with the Dew of Divine Blood? I'll show you whose boss once I recovered with full HP.
I'm so scared. Can you even catch my tail?
Such a jerk.
Here. Catch.
She's such...
Be careful with that.
A minor change in plans, though. Don't go to the bath tomorrow. Come look for me at Akama's city gates instead.
So, why are you changing the meeting place?
Oh, nothing really. Just a bit scared of the seamstress's frosty face. I wouldn't stay a second longer in Akama if it were up to me.
Okay.
Well, now that we've struck a deal, why don't I give you guys a lift back?
How about no? I'm staying far away from you. Okay. Next day, Oklahoma. Where am I? Is this my room? How did I get back here? Yes, very catty, I want to punch her. Cats do whatever cats do. Honestly, she's a fun character though. She's very annoying, yes. But a very fun character. She's very annoying. This is a coin? It was Cypher? Did she even tuck me in? And she even tucked me in. Never mind, it's getting late. I'd better get going. Great mystery. These formal addresses at the start of letters are such a hassle, and you've already read 3 useless Phantom Thief letters. I've left Princess Homebody's gift here. Take good care of it. Remember, skip the baths and come straight to Oklahoma City gates and to find me. You know I have no patience. Come late and I'll leave without you. Clear? Yes. I'm the one who tucked... P.S. I'm the one who tucked you in. You're welcome. Sincerely, Kitty Phantom Thief. Why am I not happy with that? Why am I not happy with the fact that she tucked me in? How much longer? Very fun for sure. Her emotions sound different from the CN one? Really? Oh, the thing is dying. No, not dying. It's breathing. Collect! He is so cute, honestly. You're so cute. You're so cute. Okay. So, wait, let me check. How much longer is this? Because, like, what is this quest? Okay, quests, where is quests? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's still like 4 more big chapters. What is Automod here? What is Automod here? You're allowed, you're allowed. Yeah, she sounds more like I could give less of a fuck yap on. I'ma do my own thing. But Ian's like, boo-hoo, my thing rules.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so she's still a pretty, like, the idea of her character is still like really fun though. And I won't say I like her or dislike her as of the moment. I'm playing with the water again. But she is pretty fun in general, probably. It's like just the idea of someone who does whatever they want. It's kind of funny to me. So. Oh, wait, no. L1. It is now It's already 3.5 hours. Don't drown, Tuskbeer. Who cares? Tuskbeer can go. There are some. This is who? Phoebe? No, this is Barbara.
Is this...
Alright, let me just skip this part. This spear can drown. It's not real. It won't drown. It's cute too, though. Okay, so it is now...
Wow.
It is now 3.5 hours. And as usual, I need to go somewhere. Well, I don't need to go somewhere, but I do need to eat. And I'm hungry. And and I'm tired of sitting down, so yeah. So, this is the end of today's stream. Why do I struggle a lot with saying stream? I'm gonna continue the story next week. As usual, the schedule will be up either Sunday or Monday. It's on the Discord. Have enjoyed the Discord. So you're fine with suffocating to sphere for eternal torment? I am fine. What do you mean? Drown! Okay. Anyway, thank you for coming. It has been really fun. As usual, I will continue on next week. And I hope to finish this in like soon. So yes. See you guys around. Goodbye!